Shut the fuck up.
What's up, gays, nays, and slaves?
Yes!
My
Wow!
name is Mike and welcome back to Chronicle. I got there. I did it. I did it. This time I remembered. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Chronicle. Where last we left off, we were playing some more D&D, as per usual. So today, we're going to be playing some more D&D.
Whoa, no way.
If you don't know what that is, by now, about time you get to know.
And I'm personally disappointed. Sorry.
Personally.
It's been what, like 50 episodes?
Yeah.
73.
73, holy
73,
shit,
yeah.
guys.
Well, it's been 45 sessions for us. So
Yeah.
we split them into like midway through, I think, for this
Yard.
campaign so far. If you don't know though, we have the perfect place for you guys to learn all about D&D right here at Chronicle. We're going to be returning to the world of Cthulhu, which is a homebrew world of my own creation. So if you'd like to catch up on anything that you might have missed, the link's down below to see all of the other sessions that we've had, all the other episodes in this Cthulhu campaign. We've got wonderful characters, and I'm sure you're all really going to enjoy if you haven't caught up with them so far. I should note also today something very, very important. It's Mark's birthday.
Oh,
Yay! Happy birthday, Mark. Everybody who's watching this back, please wish Mark a happy birthday. We love Mark.
I'm watching the
Yeah, we love Mark. We hope he has a great day. And what better way to spend it than playing D&D? I promise I won't kill Val this session.
Everyone else is fair.
Yeah.
I have immunity.
Yeah, immunity.
And I get free inspiration.
Sure.
Wait, really?
I was joking.
Mark, ask
Honestly?
the birthday boy.
Yeah.
He gets to choose.
Yeah, he gets to choose whatever he wants. If you want free inspiration, Mark.
Take it.
I'm now level 20. The bell curve is thoroughly fucked.
Yeah. Everybody else is just suffering, can't even pick up their swords.
Yeah, everyone like Australia.
I am the arch
Say
druid.
you want to pick a feat for free.
Pick a feet.
Yeah.
I love
Also,
feet.
my feet is ready if you want them.
Hang on. Leah's chiming in with the free feet. Crazy. Unexpected.
Free feet.
I'm a hidden chaos in society.
Oh wow. I should also note Xander unfortunately couldn't join us for today's session. They have a birthday party because they have other friends.
What?
But maybe they might be here next week. Who knows? We're pretty busy with work, so we'll see how it goes. Other things to mention, I think I've been told I need to do them at the end, so I think I got everything for now. Yeah. After last session, I should also recap that we had pretty intense combat, so we're going to be picking back up. Yeah.
Some serious shit.
Yeah, with some evil centipedes. You know how it is. That's like, yeah.
James smashed his leg on the table.
Are you in pain?
I've got a boo-boo.
My knee.
Oh, buddy.
I knew this was going to get me at some stage. The table leg. That's.
Oh yeah, that's me every Wednesday. Suffering.
Leg.
Well, I guess I know where the pain from.
Get leg.
Get leg.
Kneecap?
I should also point
I used
out
to do
it's
the
actually
Necro
really
right
hot
here.
today, so I think that might have affected. We've got the zoomies.
You got the zoomies?
I think it helps that the aircon's on. I'm actually like sitting here and I have like a lot of energy-based things.
Oh yeah, true. We have Skittles tonight, and that always.
We have
works well.
Skittles, coffee, energy drinks.
Yeah,
And we've got sweets later as well.
we're ready to go. So it's
It's gonna be high octane,
gonna be a
intense.
session hard. I feel like everybody needs to take a deep breath.
Chaos
Plug
live.
it in.
Have we done the recap yet?
Kendra, just this is the recap.
This is the recap.
Brother.
I haven't got into
Usa.
the recap yet.
Sorry, I wasn't 100% sure. I kind of like zoned out after I smashed my knee into the table.
Just in so much pain.
It was really painful.
Brain reset.
Yeah. Basically, where last we left off last session, we had some pretty intense combat between some Remoras that the party had been searching for quite a while. Ash told me to kill myself.
What?
It was in a context.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What? Because I was mean to Ira. as
Yeah,
it
I got
was.
bullied.
Oh,
I
I
was
I was
like a-
out.
I was
whole
like a
thing.
snack. Those Remoras were like, yeah, that's the one.
I am.
Looking
I'm
like a
gonna-
snack.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna
not a
kill you,
snack.
bitch.
I'm a whole ass meal.
I like
That
that
gave me the ick.
You
We
guys
had
have
complete
done it.
opposite responses to that.
Oh, no. Anyway,
It worked on me. The
is
pickup
that
line.
that's
Dirty! Dirty at the table!
That gave me the ick.
I feel like that actually was Ash's ick. I was kind of joking before, but let's get into the last session. The Remoraz. We managed to defeat the Remoraz. You can go back and watch. For context on that moment.
Roll a
Just
30.
one. Not just one.
Yeah, two.
It wasn't the Remoraz.
It was
Oh,
two.
I
It
don't
was
know.
the Remorai.
Remories.
The Remories.
Remorises.
The Remoriz.
The Remoraz for
The
real.
Rememorizzes.
Yeah, look, all those undulating legs, slay.
Oh my
Don't use that word.
gods.
There you go.
Undulation.
I think we've gotten sidetracked already.
Yeah.
Get us back on track.
We'll get us back on track. We're going to get into the prologue now, but if you would like to check out what happened last session for some context on the Rimorizzes that we fought, please go and check that out. We would greatly appreciate it.
This is canon.
This is canon. I'm going to call them the Rimoriz for now.
4 Remorises. What the fuck?
Nothing bad.
Banishment.
A group of 4 Remoriz.
The Rimorizi.
Reside.
Alright, everyone. A great resounding crack, like a blast of lightning striking the ground, reverberates throughout the chamber. It hangs in the air, rumbling for a few moments, as a shower of fine crystalline powder shakes to the ground and settles at the base of 2 heavy doors. The gargantuan doors swing forward and backward on their hinges, with the force that blew them open, only to collide with the walls behind them again and settle in the creak. Faint cracks appear in the reflective surface of the wall, crawling up the vast infinite depths of dark red crystal, like a spider's web from the point of impact. The silence is stifling, impressive. The torches that lit the crystalline chamber flicker in the breeze. Most of them die, and are left smouldering. Staring onwards into the colossal space revealed beyond the now open doorway, 2 small and lithe figures cower together. Eyes wide and jaws held open in surprise, they look at one another. Unadulterated fear is palpable between them. The cold, sterile purple light of the remaining torches glints off the surface of red and purple scales. They sit in silence for a moment, gripping each other and awaiting their fate. But nothing comes. Not yet. We don't have to go in there, right? He already knows, so we could just leave and, not tell him. Are you crazy? He'll kill us if we leave. He'll kill us if we go in. We didn't even do it. It was those other idiots that lost it in the first place. So really, it should be them getting their heads hacked off and not us. He wouldn't hack off our heads. Oh, you're right. He'll just rip out all of our intestines, crunch on our bones, and then hang us from the ear for as a warning. I don't think we have any choice. We kind of have to face him. Well, he could be sleeping and maybe doesn't want to be bothered, The door just opened to greet us. He totally knows. Let's go. Wait, The sound of sharp talons clicking against the polished surface of rich red crystal rings in the air as one of the figures steps forward. They move closer and closer to the entrance of the doorway, their heart in their throat. The only other sound that fills the air is the faint sound of shuffling and movement from behind them as their companion trails them to the precipice. Both of them stop, shoulder to shoulder, just outside of the doorway. On either side of them, colossal swords made of gemstone are embedded into the door and arranged in either path of a spiral pattern. They drip slowly with thick black blood.
Enter, little creatures. cannot hide from my sight.
But our story.
That was awesome.
I am now unsure on whether they are Dilbert parent or not.
They sound a lot like Dilbert.
One of them
They
sounds
do.
a lot like Dilbert.
Yeah. One of them.
Actually, they both kinda do.
Hey, I don't know, man. I cannot confirm nor deny.
That was
Yeah,
fucking
you
wild.
Gotta keep them guessing. You got my-
Classic lawyer move. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Also, you cannot hide from my sight. Overwatch reference.
No one can hide from my sight.
Real.
But our story for the evening begins amidst a field of thick, plush snow, smattered with blood, crimson against the stars.
Sorry, I'm still in the tunnel with the Remoras.
Yeah. I'll get to that.
Ow.
Don't worry about it.
It's alright.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I forgot half the party was still out.
Yeah, half of the party is
Rude.
still in the snow.
Rude.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Blood, crimson on the snow.
Yeah, stark white. Crimson stark against the white of the snow. You all begin to collect yourselves, take a deep breath. You can see the impression of these huge colossal creatures burrowing through the snow towards you, and they had attacked you. And these huge trenches left behind. Some of you have been crushed between their jaws, dripping with blood thick against the snow. Far worse than others who had hung back and hadn't been the target of the attack.
Yeah!
Woo! Like smart people. The healer needs saved, baby.
For most of you, you take a deep breath, try and gather yourself and kind of regroup as a party, and you notice as you're looking around in the haze of the battle that some of your traveling companions are out of sight. Ira, you awake, still kind of half in the jaws of this now dead Remoraz. Dilbert, I believe, was right by you. Kimberly is trying to pry open the Remoraz jaws after having healed you. When are you going to help me or what?
I'm kind of I'm still trying to get the tooth out on it.
I think so. Fine, I'll do it myself, don't worry about it.
I go over and help at that after looking back and forth between the tooth several times.
Sure. You guys easily manage to kind of, it opens with almost like a clicking noise as the bones and the exoskeleton kind of overlap and click into place. Ira, having just been healed, you awake as this is kind of being pulled out of you. These fangs, this blood dripping with your own, dripping from these sharp needle-like teeth.
Check my pocket.
Sure.
Real.
Sure, roll an investigation check for me.
Travels.
Not bad.
I always forget what
Investigation in possible.
15.
15. You panic as your eyes shoot open. You put your hand in your pocket and you can feel something kind of squeak as you, with a little bit more force than expected, press down on this creature. You can feel the warm fur against your, kind of buried deep, as deep as possible in this pocket, trying to hide.
Cool.
Kimberly is just kind of standing over you looking concerned, has like the forearm out for you to grasp and pull up. Is everything okay?
I don't think tears are a good sign.
I deal with dead people, so I'm sorry that you're sad.
Wow, you suck at this more than I do.
Whoa!
I give Ira a hug.
Wow!
Kimberly kind of awkwardly pats your shoulder. Do you need help?
No. heal myself with the 14, or the rest of the like
Sure.
hand thingies,
Excellent.
so that I'm not at 10.
10.
Well, shall we get out of the tunnel before anything else happens to come
Yes.
this way?
I ain't leaving until we got this tooth. That's where I'm coming from.
I'm
I'm not leaving.
Well, come on then. And she pulls out a scalpel. It's kind of hooked at the end
Real.
slightly. And she begins to carve around the tooth.
Sweet.
How many do you want?
How big are they? And how much do they like? A bag of holding. How many can I carry?
You can carry.
It's got a fucking tired
They're
jaw.
probably about that long, so I'd say you can probably carry almost the entire mouth. Like,
I'll grab like a handful.
sure, you're instructing Kimberly that you want. What do you think? Like 12, 15,
Let's go with 10.
10?
Just round 10.
Did they request a
That's fine.
specific tooth as proof?
Just a tooth.
Just
A
tooth?
tooth.
Probably like I guess the most prominent tooth. Like,
But also they might be, one, Dill was thinking they would make great claws, and two,
Yo.
real.
Nice, yeah.
So
I like
10,
what you're thinking.
10 is good. Actually, you know what? I'll grab 11. One for to hand in, and then
The
one
other
for
10.
each finger.
Oh yeah, no, you did kill it, so
Yeah.
that's only fair.
The funniest thing, I've got like 30. I've basically taken the other one's jaw out.
Yeah, real.
You can sell
But
that
but these are mine. I'm not selling them. I'm
Yeah.
gonna use them.
Fair
Alright,
enough.
well, give me a moment. It'll take me a minute or two. And she begins to carve around the teeth, kind of separating it really expertly. Like, she's obviously very, very good at what she does and is very dexterous. So she is really easily separating the gum from the tooth and kind of pulling out the bone.
Sweet. So they're like
They're
pristine.
pristine, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can I
I'm
also-
like measuring them up against my current claws,
Sure.
metal claws that I've got.
She will squint for a second, but
I don't mind me.
And then I kind of
Very
tuck
well.
them away.
I also want to grab a couple of teeth and
do you want to ask Kimberly to do it?
While they're doing the other one.
Sure.
You guys are in the tunnel at the moment, right?
But yes, we are.
What
Like-
do you say to Kimberly? She's in the process of.
can you just like do another 2, please?
Of course. Is there a particular reason?
To go with these ones and I pull out the Yeti's like claws that I got as well.
Oh. Interesting. Of course. Do you have a particular size that you're looking for? She had been very uniform with yours, Gilbert, so she
Mm-hmm.
The bigger ones, like the
incisors.
yeah.
So the Remoraz is like, it's technically a monstrosity. So it's not like the incisors are only probably about that much bigger. Like
Sure.
they're not.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It is a huge creature, but it's not. Yeah.
You're a
So
big
you
person
could
anyway.
carry them. Probably about
Fat shaming
that
me?
big.
No, you're just way taller than Dilbert.
I'm
You're like
kidding, I'm
3
kidding.
times as high as
I'm
Dilbert is.
kidding. And also, quick question.
Mhm.
They have an exoskeleton.
Yeah.
Can I take like a large chunk of it?
You can.
Cool.
Is there any particular part of the exoskeleton that you're looking to take?
Something off the back. Because it's fire resistant.
Oh.
You're already fire resistant.
Yeah, but it's also ice resistant as well. Or cold damage, sorry.
Ira playing a long game over here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We do have an expert craftsman on our team.
I don't work with biological materials.
You've also got a
Really?
surgeon.
Like at all.
And you've got an archaeologist. I work with wood.
You've got an
so-
emo person too. So slay!
If you
I
need
just like open up the fucking beast and then I become it.
I become. You know that scene from Star
I'm
Wars
just
where they
like
go
unveiling
inside the
the
beast?
inside, bro.
I really connected with that scene.
Yeah.
Are you not still down in the hole?
Yeah.
I'll slowly walk over. Oh, that was absolutely brutal. I
You're
fell on my ass
jumping
back
in the
there.
hole.
Yeah. I'll almost fall over and
It's like 15 feet down.
That's not that
Do I
far.
fall? Do I fall over?
Roll a dex save for me.
Oh no.
That's like a.
Did you take any damage?
This
I'm
is really
gonna-
brutal. Breaks both legs.
Okay, well then.
Yeah.
That's a medium.
14.
That's pretty
Oh,
dexterous
look
for
at
you.
you.
Goes through the knee.
It is.
Just
Very
shove the
dexterous for a
shrapnel.
9.
Right, great.
With a 14, easy enough to do. It's not the smoothest superhero landing ever. You kind of tip forward slightly, but you manage to right yourself, and you can see Kimberly like inside the mouth of this creature, just like really expertly crafting, like wiggling loose these teeth. And Ira, I'll need you to roll medicine for me to extract a bit of the exoskeleton. And you can see Ira kind of using the axe to
God, if we only
Carve.
do some good at medicine.
yes.
12.
Okay. With a 12,
It's above a 10.
you manage to separate it, and there's these like strands of stringy blue, sinew and tendons that are kind of connecting the back of this exoskeleton. It's like a weird mix between insect-like physiology and more of like a mammalian or beast-like physiology, and it kind of is held into place. And there's like this thick, almost slime that just kind of separates from the exoskeleton. But it's not the prettiest thing. And if you were to use it for any kind of armor or resistances, maybe even a shield, you would probably need to work with it quite a bit. So as is, it's pretty much just you're lugging around a bit of exoskeleton. But with a bit of time, you think you haven't managed to completely ruin it, so you definitely use it in the future, but it's not as clean as you would like it to be.
Okay.
Excellent.
What's the name of the planet again that we're on?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu is the name of the planet.
Yes.
Oh,
The
I
continent
guess
is
the world, the
Valadium.
planet. Yeah, makes sense.
The continent that you're on is Valadium.
Yeah, yeah. Does the phrase "what on Cthulhu" like? Instead, I was gonna say "what
You
on
can,
Earth."
you
but
can
then
make it. You can make it.
Cool.
Would
One
Ana
on
know what the planet is called?
Keep thinking
Sure.
you are grabbing dice and putting them in your mouth.
With their skills.
They're Skittles, but I keep looking over and seeing red.
If you
Scarred.
want to say
That's
that,
Scarred.
Hey Ash. Hey Ash.
Get it out. Nasty
Yeah.
quality.
You won't even bite into an apple because it hurts your teeth.
It doesn't hurt my teeth. It breaks the glue that held one of my teeth together. Thank you.
Oh.
Actually, I understand that.
Yeah.
I have wire behind my teeth. and If I bite apples,
I ran into a wall and snapped my two front teeth at home.
What on Cthulhu is going on there?
What on
Yes.
the plains?
Tea.
Oh,
Oh, right.
wait.
That,
Great
Wait.
Scott!
Who are we?
me, A9.
And
A9. Who are you?
we'd know if
Which
they
one are
weren't.
you?
Oh, right.
No, this is out of character. Sorry.
Fake
Which
nine.
one are you?
The one that you woke up in a. Oh, I mean, not you, but everyone else woke up in a tent.
okay.
Yes, this is A9.
It's a complicated story.
A9. The other A9 doesn't know that we call them A9. They wouldn't respond to A9.
Well, yeah, I asked out of character. Which
Oh,
one
sure.
are you?
Oh, that was out of character.
The other
I
A9
understand.
also wouldn't have probably jumped down the hole. Maybe to get away. But there you go.
I don't think the teeth are typically stored on the back.
No, I'm taking exoskeleton.
Alright.
I hold up the handful of teeth that I have.
Oh, wonderful.
You also know that upstairs Avalon has extracted basically the entire fucking drawer of the other one.
Can I have some?
Sure.
I say to you, I'm like, didn't we need one? And then I chuck one to you to put in the bag.
Alright. I'll put it in the bag.
How
That
many
James
teeth?
has one tooth.
Also a Yeti bottle.
And I keep the other
How many
10.
did you get?
How many teeth did I manage to extract with one of my 30?
Oh, they, yeah, like 30.
How many do you want?
I have
5. I'll give you 5 Remoraz teeth.
I
Anyone else
How many-
want to, you know,
Sorry.
see
How
I'm a
big would you
mentor.
say the piece of?
It depends on what you want to use it for. Are you attempting to use it as a shield or as armor? Because a shield, sure.
Like torso
I would
size?
say, yeah, I'd say maybe like you could do something around that size.
Yeah.
Like a
It's
Captain
better
America
to
shield.
it's better to have more than less when you
Yeah.
gotta work with a material that's organic.
Yeah.
I would also roll an Arcana check for me, or just a roll an Arcana check for me.
Is that a hint that I should grab more tea?
That's it. If you'd like to grab more teeth, you can ask Kimberly to do so. 19. A 19? Nice. You think that you'd need to find somebody specialised in working with magical material and weaponry in order to make this into something.
Wait, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna do it myself. Because I need to learn. And if I fuck it up, then I fuck it up.
What about the other 10 teeth?
I hold up my hands and I'm like, I thought they would make pretty good claws.
That's an interesting idea. But you gonna make them yourself?
I'm gonna try. Actually, I wanted to ask, and I pull out my herbalism kit, which is just a set of herbalism tools, and I want to hand them to Anon and say, could you change these to a set of Tinker's tools, perhaps? And kind of like do this.
Wait.
Yeah, takes psychic damage.
Wait, I missed that.
You don't want to see it. You don't
Oh.
want to see it. Thank you very much.
Oh. I mean, we can just. I've got some Tinker's Tool in my backpack if you want some. We can just swap. I can always fix these up later.
I mean, yeah, that works too.
Easy.
Not that I don't find this absolutely fascinating, but I am standing in the jaws of a terrible creature, and
Could-
we are underground. So
Could you grab
perhaps
2 or 3 more, perhaps?
roll a persuasion check.
At a certain point, I'm allowed to say, you guys all good down there?
That'll be a 17.
Oh, no, stop.
I'm sorry. Grab -5.
Yeah, roll advantage. Leave it at the 17, bro.
I'm leaving it.
She begins to extract. She'll do 4 more teeth.
Okay, sweet. I take them and I keep them.
These ones are less uniform.
And then I just switch tools with. Do you want the herbalism tools?
Yeah.
I can carry them as well.
I'm gonna
Which?
climb out of the hole.
Oh, nice. You're just climbing straight up?
Do you mind?
Yeah.
Sure, roll an athletics check for me, please.
Oh, I
16.
as I was doing that, I go, I'll race you to the top, and then I start bolting towards the entrance.
Do you have... No, I think it's a later month thing where you can... Yeah.
Animals, yeah.
Roll...
But I don't need to run up walls. I'm gonna waste a key
We're
point
gonna
on
fly,
this.
yeah.
100% I am.
Yeah.
But I'll let this play out because I'll.
Sure,
Can I
so-
roll for speed too? Is that what's going on?
What? I'm
Wait,
just
what
trying
did-
to
No,
get
you're
out
just-
of the hole.
You're... So, within 6 seconds, you can be at the top, right? So it doesn't...
Sure. Sure.
You're gonna get the drawer anyway. So I was kind of standing at the base of this this tunnel underground. Kimberly is kind of dusting herself off, kind of flicking the blood elsewhere. It's kind of still dripping. Looks to A9. Are you all right to get up? And Ira's already just like. As you go to find these handholds, though, you hear behind you Gilbert screaming, I'll raise you to the top, and then you hear this as lightning kind of flashes brightly behind you, this almost like a flashbang. Kimberly kind of reels behind, and you hear this kind of
Thank you.
yeah. As do it, you immediately touch down, roll a dex save for me.
Dex save. Do I get Kimberly's bonus?
Kimberly.
As I'm going past for
Dex
the deck.
save.
Iris? You mean
Yeah, that'd be my
Iris,
bonus.
sorry.
Yeah, it's possible.
Iris bonus +5. Then that'll be a 25.
Jesus Christ.
So within 6 seconds, you're just bamfed up to the top, and then you roll definitely 3-point land.
Superhero landing.
Yeah.
Real. Yeah.
It looks cool as fuck.
Yeah.
How are you getting up to the top?
I have not the slightest idea. I didn't think about that before I jumped in.
I have rope still.
No.
I can
We
climb
can
up
pull
the
you
top.
out.
Good luck with that out.
Hey, I'm kind of strong. I say that now and I'll roll like 2s and drop you down there. Okay, hold further.
Go
Stuck
back.
in the hole forever.
Are we in the hole still?
No, we never
Wait,
went in the
we
hole.
were never in the
You
hole.
guys never
You
went
guys
in the
never
hole.
went
You
in
see
the
me-
tunnel.
You just see me flip out of the hole.
Yeah.
Kimberly is going to touch you on
Oh
the
no,
shoulder
that's right. Neither
and
went.
cast guidance. Feel like you might need this to get up, or do you need a hand? Or
What does guidance feel like?
from Kimberly?
Yeah, I guess.
Ecstasy.
Whoa.
Ecstasy is in the drug, or ecstasy is in the emotion?
That's all you needed to
Hey,
say.
what's the difference? From Kimberly, you feel she's got like a kind of a there's a grace to her, but it's also a little bit stilted. So
Stilted?
Stilted. So you kind of, I mean, roll an insight check for me. We'll see how much you know.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Kimberly is not used to interacting with living people, you get the sense. So she's like not super sure how to interact with others and is like a little bit awkward about it. She's nice enough, but she, from her interactions, you can probably guess that she doesn't really know how to talk to people. So she puts her hand, like, it's gentle, so she's not like pressing down to you. And it almost feels like a chill. Like another hand is kind of resting over the top of your shoulder. And when she takes her hand away, the spectral feeling of a hand still remains.
Alright. Okay.
It's not uncomfortable, but it is unusual. It's just like somebody's pressing down, but it's really cold on your hand, on your shoulder.
Do I feel like inspired or like
You
more capable?
Yeah, I'd say so. You feel like she hasn't cast guidance on anyone before, I don't think, in the party. So you haven't seen her do it at least, but having been guided, I think, by a couple of your party members, you can kind of get the sense for what it feels like to have the guidance go asking you. You feel a little bit more capable.
Well, with that, I'd like to try to scale the
Roll an
snow.
athletics check for me, or if you can make a case for acrobatics, go for that.
Athletics it-
I gave you that spell.
plus a D4.
Do you want like a set of dice?
I gave James 2 sets of dice. They're literally sitting at this end of this glass wall.
Yo, 17.
Nice.
That's
So
very good for a night.
feeling this hand kind of squeeze slightly as you begin to pull yourself up, you're finding the same handholds that Ira had found climbing up this tunnel, and you can hear movement behind you, which you think means Kimberly is following suit as well. And as you get to the top, you almost don't really realize that you're there. You're just kind of so focused on climbing up to the top.
I'm in the zone.
Yeah. You pull yourself up, your head kind of peeking over the top, and you can see all of your friends, your party members, kind of just peering down towards you as you kind of step over the top. The rest of you can see Kimberly just kind of deftly hopping between.
Did I go so far that I landed on the other side of everyone?
Yeah.
Like behind them all?
Pretty much. You guys saw Dilbert come up like a...
And just land behind you, and then everyone turns around and goes, "Whoa, that was so cool!" I'm living out this fantasy in my own head for real.
I'll give you credit, Dilbert. That was cool.
Dilbert didn't look to see if anyone was looking back at him. No one did, but he thinks he did.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was really cool.
Claudia's like awkwardly standing over Kruger like, are you okay?
Dilbert's like, yes.
You see Kruger kind of like lying in the snow with his like arm across like his collarbone, afraid to remove it. And he's like, does it look bad? And then as he removes it, it's just like kind of like a gaping hole into like his neck, and it's just like bloody and like muscle and like a bit of bone is sort of sticking out. I was like, does it look alright?
Oh,
Yeah,
buddy, it's bad.
No, it looks fine.
You sure about that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Looks up to the fucking jar is just removed.
Yeah.
It's just like, Is something need anything?
Can I have one of
Yeah.
the teeth, please?
I have like like hold the bag.
We
like
all want to make Remoraz related things.
No, no, I just want.
This is so traumatic. It's like people coming out of a battle and being like, "You changed me."
We're like,
I want to hold up.
I want to
bag
take a
of
part of
teeth,
this
yes.
with me forever.
It's like a soul and like a searching.
Yeah.
I want the biggest one.
I want the biggest.
I like open up the bag. What's the biggest one I have?
If you've taken out all of the teeth, it would be the fangs, which are like this
Yeah.
big.
Oh,
Oh,
Is
but
that
like,
the ones that I grabbed?
Yeah, you guys.
Yes, cool.
I like hold it up. Do you want it? Wait.
You know what? What's the smallest one? Go with that one instead.
I like put it down. Put it down for a second. And I like narrow my eyes.
He's fine.
Can I look at that tooth and like try to discern if my blood is on that tooth specifically?
Sure. Roll a perception check for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want to know which one. I want to know which tooth went into my collarbone when it crit. 12.
There's so much blood.
That's
on
very
it.
fair.
No,
That's why I knew it was a
it's-
long shot. I was
It's
like,
really hard to tell with the 12.
Yeah.
It's hard to differentiate between elf blood and
oh yeah,
Dark
sure.
blood.
How's Val looking?
yeah, and just
Looks
like,
fine.
I'm unscathed woman.
You're like scared, but you're like fine.
Yeah. I'm just chill.
I
um,
like literally like narrow. Be like, what the fuck?
I don't think I got hit. I think I just got burned by the yeah.
by
Well,
the-
the
like,
Memoraz
punchback.
had Kruger and Val.
Yeah.
Each mouth, the one that you were
So I'm
first
pretty
attacking,
sure
and then
all
the
the
other one
damage
was
I
pretty
took-
much all Ira.
I'm pretty sure that all the damage I took was from me hitting
Yeah, I
it.
took so much damage as well that day.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I had a fang go into my collarbone.
I tried.
If you're not careful, Nadra, I'm gonna throw another snowball at you.
Snowball.
Snowball?
Snowball?
Snowball.
Snowball.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Was that in
Is
character?
this, yeah, was this in character?
No.
Okay.
No.
Fine, I'll just have
We're
a
both
small.
ready to.
Yeah, it's just a look.
Just give me one of the back teeth.
I'll like put the tooth back in the bag real quick, and I'm gonna face over slowly and look at the and look at the neck, and I'm just like,
I can't fix it.
why didn't you tell me your neck was like this?
I mean, I guess it just shrunk down to size. You should have seen it before. That hurt a lot.
Do you need help?
Can I do a medicine check? Just to verify?
No,
I'm not even
I
asking.
just need. I
He's
just.
losing a lot of blood.
I'm fine.
Do you need help getting up?
Yeah, maybe that.
Okay.
I'll put-
Andrea will help get.
No, I push Kruger back down on the ground and do a medicine
Oh God!
Hand over the like open. collar.
Yeah.
check. 19. I'm sewing that fucker up.
No, it's
I-
fine. It'll.
I'm gonna try and just go, I can cauterize it if you need to. And it's
How about we just? I'll
So,
listen to the
with your-
doctor.
With your medicine, what are you checking to see if it's like?
I did fucking stitching back up again and clean the
It's
wound.
not like missing.
Sure.
Yeah.
With a 19, you can do that.
I'm like, just
It's
like,
like-
no, we're not going anywhere
Nothing.
until this is stitched
Oh,
up.
on my little halfling body.
Do you need? Is it out of character? You're low on hit points?
Yeah, but this is just more for flavor. I've decided that when I get crit on, it leaves a scar on me. So this is Kruger's
Yeah,
first
nice.
scar.
Exciting.
Yeah, no, being stitched
So-
over now.
You're kind of really brutally being stitched up by Abelard, and Kimberly kind of hang on, and will place a hand just gently on like Kruger's other shoulder, and she will cast cure wounds at third level.
Oh my
Real.
That's big.
I love Kimberly.
Yeah, she's
I love
so
her
sick.
more.
Well, I don't love her like that, Leah. So
Real.
Like what?
Like what?
Get-
What are you saying
Get
here?
called out.
What are you saying
I
here?
don't know what.
do I need to say it?
I mean,
In a gay way?
In a sleigh way.
Ash likes Kimberly in a straight way.
That'll be
That is.
Oh my lord.
21 hit points back to you.
Thank you. Alright, I've gone.
I will I keep stitching it, but
Yeah.
I'm just like
Thanks.
really bad emotional support. Like,
Do you
it's fine.
still need help? Or your
Does anybody have any mead?
Why would
Oh.
you?
I hear that numbs the pain.
No.
You're in.
That's what my dad said.
Your dad is a bad role model now.
Okay.
That's
Does
not the
anyone
correct
have any-
response to pay.
Does anyone have any what?
Mead.
I pull out a bottle of antitoxin and go like, I have this.
No. No.
You know
It
what?
smells terrible.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Don't drink mead to numb pain, especially when you've lost a lot of blood. It's a bad replacement.
I mean, this would probably numb the pain.
I smell it and it's kind of like smelling, so it's like.
How many?
I don't find myself as taxed as usual. Are you sure you wouldn't like any more?
I would like a half an hour nap.
Can we have a little bit longer?
Maybe
than
not in the
possible?
snow, but
We are in the open, so perhaps not here, if that's agreeable with
Yes.
the
That
rest
makes
of us.
sense.
Yeah.
yeah.
As a point, Kruger, Adelard is stitching up pretty brutally. This like hooked suture needle kind of ripping through your
I mean,
flesh.
yeah.
Really feels wrong.
Nah, I like
It-
it.
well, then,
I feel medic would in a rush. Like,
Sorry, I mean that there's no like numbing.
Oh yeah.
yeah, no.
I
That's
don't have understanding.
You was.
I apologize. That's what I meant by brutal.
Yeah.
Not that Adelard's bad at it.
No, I'm
it's
not- I'm-
very
no.
neat, very well done.
I still
Um,
offer to cauterize the wound, even though it's stitched up.
I'm just like,
correctly.
no, you think cauterization is good in emergency, but you don't need to do it when I'm here. I can fix the wound fine.
I've never been able to do it before, though.
Tell you what. How about next scar? How about that, buddy?
No.
I like
no,
that idea.
No.
Abelard's here.
I like this idea.
Sorry, Doc.
I like it.
Okay, let's go.
We're not.
Before we go, is that a character?
Yep.
Is there anything that I might know about these creatures that is there anything I could take that could be useful from the calls?
It depends on what you're looking for.
Take the leg.
They don't have bones, do they? Because
Yeah.
they have an exoskeleton.
Yeah, the exoskeleton. Oh, they have teeth. So.
The bone lord
Oh, yeah,
cannot
maybe-
claim his bones.
Yeah. They have an odd, this is what I said to you, it's an odd physiology, so you can roll a nature check to see if you know a little bit more about them.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, but how can they not have bones if they have teeth?
Oh, sorry.
It's a monster.
You're just assuming that what I mean when I
Nature,
say
sorry.
teeth and bones is
What did you roll?
like what we have.
Equivalent.
Yeah.
So 11.
11.
Could be something weird. An 11.
Could be something.
You're not super experienced in this part of the world and these particular types of creatures. You usually deal with things that do have skeletons.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know you don't like people rolling on the same thing, but can I? Because I need to.
Yeah.
You have to go in our rolls.
With an 11, I would say that you can kind of grasp that these creatures have been warped and their physiology has been changed over time from having to adapt to this harsh environment, and the fact that they are what you assume at this point is maybe an apex predator in the area. So there's probably not too much in the way that would attack them, you don't think, with an 11.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Is there something in particular that you are both looking for as to what you want to take? Like, are you looking for any acid-related things, or are you looking for something like what Ira was with the shield, so fire resistance or cold resistance?
Are the teeth poisonous? With a 10, can I?
Are the teeth venomous? That's from
Venomous,
my real-
whatever.
That's from my real
Whatever.
Watching.
Okay.
Hello, Venomous.
We've both been in their mouth.
Yeah, I know.
You
But
can roll.
They might have had an ability
What did you
to-
roll on your nature? Sorry,
Venom.
were you inspecting just the creature?
Just the teeth.
Also, that was not a dig.
It's an
that's for my
inside
real,
joke.
That's for my real home.
For
kids that
the
know.
long time viewers of the stream.
Yeah, I know the exact
So do I.
I need a refresher.
But I have been a part of that conversation. The venom and poison.
Who cares? It's D&D. The creature was called Poisonous Snake. It's fine.
Oh, yo!
Maybe it's just
Damn.
coated in like cyanide or something.
I repressed that. That was
Animal
back of the
shit.
brain.
You're looking to see if it's poisonous.
The teeth specifically.
I would say that you don't think the actual tooth itself is poisonous, but there is like a venom gland that you could try and extract if you'd like to. There are these two
Like a
almost
sack.
pockets behind, a lot of the teeth.
If I attempted to extract it and failed, would it poison me?
You have to give it a shot.
You did have. I'm gonna find out that answer.
I have antitoxin. I literally have antitoxin
For
on
what?
me right
Yeah,
now.
for what?
Antitoxin for what?
Yeah, for what poison? I don't think it's a cure-all poison.
Advantage on saving throws against poison for 1 hour. Just advantage. It's just a general antitoxin. But no, I won't even attempt it. It's a
Sure.
bad idea.
Are you done
I'm
with
not
the
a
stitching
thief.
yet?
I do not
Yes,
coat
yes.
weapons in poison.
Take it easy on their arm. You want the tooth? I'll like pull out the bag of teeth. Be like,
It
so
would be
we
cool.
have the teeth now.
Out of a
right?
mug.
But you got all the teeth?
Look at like the drawer, basically pulled out of
Oh
there.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, how are you guys carrying these teeth?
I'm just like
Actually,
Actually, you know what?
I'll put them in my back.
no. You know what I'll do? Can
So
I?
All the other.
Yeah.
I've got it. I've added it to my pack. I've yeah, 26 teeth.
Can I? So a tinderbox normally has like stuff for making a fire. It's like a
matches
box
and
of
shit,
it. How big are the teeth and how big is the tinderbox?
Oh, the tinderbox is like
Tiny.
teeny tiny.
We do have a bag of holding.
Yeah, but I want to keep these on me.
Yeah.
Can I Can I tie the teeth up in rope?
Yeah.
The 14 or so teeth that I've got
Yeah.
now.
You have relatively small teeth, so probably
Yeah.
about like that big.
Yeah, but I want to wrap them up in a bundle and then
yeah.
can I put them in my bedroll
Yeah, absolutely.
so they
Fair
don't
enough.
stab me while we're walking?
Smart.
Makes sense.
I'll give Kruger one of the small teeth from
Yeah.
the set.
Just something where I'll like maybe
Just
like
make sure you don't set up your bed in the middle of a fight.
yeah.
Well, I did try and make a tent, so
Like one of those.
did I lose my tent?
Yes,
It
you
flew
did.
away.
Yeah, it flew away.
I need to get rid of that from my.
Yeah, with the skeleton dragon attacked us. You put up a tent in defeat. You're like, I guess I'll set up here.
And then now your picture up and started running.
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't think the dragon was gonna disappear because of fucking.
Yeah, but I think it was just the logic of like we're in the middle of this fight with this weird bone dragon.
Let me set up a
It's like-
tent.
It's like
Give me
the
a minute to
child
like let
logic.
me cook. Let me just set up.
You know
like-
how like when you're a child, you're like if I go under my Duna cover, I'm safe.
If I
Like
can't
that
see
logic.
it, then it can't see me.
Yeah.
That was Dilbert's logic.
It's like when you have to run to bed at night because you're like, oh my god,
The monster's gonna
demons
get
are
me.
gonna
Let me
get
go.
me.
It's done.
Yeah.
I bought it off his neck. You
Dilbert
put
was
it
like,
as
if
well,
I
or
go
what?
to bed now, I'll wake up and it will all have been a dream.
The phantoms
take
might
him
do
to
it.
You guys,
Just a random
what are
one.
you planning on doing? You planning on waiting here now that you've distributed teeth and extracted them?
Yeah. I think everyone's got a tooth now.
You can't.
I just offered them. We want a tooth.
Alan too.
We're all.
Stab someone.
You're gonna take another random teeth.
I think we're just continuing on the way we were going, aren't we?
Sure, you're just picking up and going, or are you taking a break, or what are you doing?
I wouldn't mind a break.
Yeah. How long was that?
I'd say, I think last time I mentioned it was probably like early afternoon. So I'd say these fights, the thing with D&D fights is that even though it's like 4 hours for us, it's like only, I think, a minute. And
I think it was less than a minute that fight.
How many rounds was
Really?
that fight? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah, probably.
That would have been just under 30 seconds then.
Yeah.
Oh,
One round of combat is 6 seconds in
Yeah.
D&D world.
It's
Literally
interesting.
ate the elk, ate Con at the same time as the other one eating Ara, and then we started fucking it
It's
up,
just
and then it
dipping
left.
out,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
In 30 seconds.
Yeah,
30 seconds.
I would say
Oh, that's
probably
crazy.
it's close to a minute.
Yeah.
And
But we have spent like maybe
Right.
20 minutes extracting
you
teeth.
guys
out of it.
have spent
So it's like
a long time
late
extracting
afternoon.
things, yeah. So
Early
I'd say you're probably actually like 2 or 3 at this point.
Can we find somewhere just to have a nap?
Yeah, I reckon we just.
I reckon we could go on for a little bit.
Well, can someone help me up?
Yeah.
Oh my
Audra
God.
helps.
I forgot you were literally like dying.
Roll those strength.
Can you lift 150 pounds?
13.
I'm gonna say you're helping a little bit. So 13.
Like
it's
the old, like,
achievable. It's like you're doing more of the work. Than
Yeah.
everyone else
I just
does.
needed the jump
Can I get underneath and like a carjack go like?
Sure. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
You kind of struggle to your feet a little bit. You can feel the wound that actually, interesting enough, when Kimberly had healed you, Again, you get the kind of sense that there are spectral hands that are like knitting together your skin. So at the same time that Abelard is, it feels strange. It feels like your skin is healing by itself, but it's being pushed to do so by something.
Why do I feel colder than normal?
You say that?
Like, yeah, no, I don't say it. I kind of like just like I think that, and then I but like I like you know like when someone's like walking on your grave and you get like that shiver up your spine.
Sure.
That happens.
Kimberly's eyes immediately dart towards you. Doesn't miss a trick.
Alright.
If I gave
She doesn't
Kimberly a
say anything.
handshake, would the cold and the hot like counteract?
You can try if you want.
Try to give Kimberly a handshake.
Good luck.
You can give it a
Just
shot.
randomly, like it'd be so sus, like when someone has like the handshake shock thing.
Yeah.
You can, if you want to try, you can.
No, I won't. Not right now. Maybe when they leave, I'll like.
Sure. She is waiting for your instruction. She's kind of paced away from the party at this point, having done what do you think she needs to. She's kind of standing on the outskirts, just like looking.
Yeah.
Well,
Abelard's not
look,
setting off.
currently I feel like who's not ready to go? Is it just
That's up to you
Kruger?
guys.
Mine's just more RP than anything.
Yeah, sure.
I'm happy to go.
Like
You guys
look,
march forward.
I will present this to the party, but I think we could go for a little bit more of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. Until we find some, or at least find somewhere nice to camp.
Can we have like a short rest just in case another Reverence pops that set out?
There's one we can get there.
How long is the short rest again?
Can I just quickly have a look around and see if there's any sort of like you said it's like fully open plain.
So yes and no. The area that you guys are in is quite flat and quite open. However, you guys are actually traveling through a passage. So it's in between two mountains, and there are these kind of serrated edges of the mountains that come in, almost like the jaws of a creature.
Can I have a look on either side and see if there's
An
like-
alcove or something?
yeah, or even just something that has like one of the sharp edges that juts out.
Yeah.
Fine.
You're looking with the
That's
purpose
fine.
of finding shelter, or you're just
Yeah.
looking for it?
No, looking for shelter.
So
Like,
roll a survival check for me.
why? 4.
Real.
Oh no. These rolls, Ash, we need to help you. We need to like bathe your
Hey, I did really
We
good
need
ones.
to bless the dice.
And
Finish
so
as
bad.
in,
Yeah.
you're gonna need to bathe your dice in.
moonlight.
Saliva.
Put
them in your mouth.
Boil them. Real. Boil the devil out of them.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually something you can do with your dice. You put them in water to see which number floats to the top to see if they're weighted in your direction.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Just
Just
like
in
that.
case. Well, because like these
Um,
ones could be
Nice.
the liquid core ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know actually.
Yeah.
With a 4, you're so distracted by the fact that you've literally been chewed up and spat out by this creature that you're kind of looking around these edges and everything looks really sharp and looks really like there are a lot of different jutting ledges, but it's hard to tell which ones will be stable enough for you to take a rest there. You think you see some ledges that might be okay. There's one that's a little bit high up on the side, so you'd have to climb to get to it, but you think it might be okay.
Cool. I suggest. You said late afternoon.
Yeah, you're
I
like
see.
2:15-ish.
I suggested a party that we just have a short rest, plan out where we're gonna go, then we can go.
I agree.
Get through the passage is the plan.
I agree with that. A little short rest.
Like if I take a short rest, I get my key points back, so I'll be pretty good for that. Short rests are an hour, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good idea.
Sure.
All in favour of short rest?
I'm a warlock.
I'm
Yes.
a warlock.
Kimberly's not fast either way.
Cool.
I think that's a general consensus.
Kimberly, you're such a slay.
You said it to her?
Absolutely.
She kind of.
Does she know what slay means?
What is
Or does she think it's
slay?
like I kill people?
Oh, yeah, no, she's being intelligent. Thank you. You did a pretty good job as well.
No, I didn't. I was out for the whole thing.
Are you saying that?
You made wonderful
Oh.
bait.
Thank you.
I think that some people's fights are, they do better in some than others. I don't think you did a bad job. I saw that you got the hit on it or two.
You know,
Thank you.
Really low charisma, guys.
if it wasn't,
Appreciate it.
if it wasn't so focused on you, they might have hurt me or anyone else.
Oh my god, imagine if
Like I'd probably be dead if it started eating me. I'm pretty small.
Yeah, you did that.
No, I would have been like, ah! And then I would have missed it. Kind of thing.
Are you all right though?
Can we just have
Yep,
like
yep. I just think we just should have a rest. Let's go find somewhere. Just have a moment.
There are any fallen over
To
trees
think.
nearby?
Not necessarily fallen over. There are a couple of little copses of trees that you can.
Sure. Anywhere with no snow on the ground.
No. Sorry.
we're in the mountains.
Yeah.
A
That's
holiday.
what I was thinking of.
Yes.
Oh, Dungeon Master.
Yes, John.
Do I know if Remoraz are capable of tunneling through surfaces other than, or materials other than snow?
Oh, interesting question. You can roll a nature check for me, or you can roll a history check.
How thick is the layer of snow from where the Remoraz dug down? How thick does it look?
How big does
The
yeah.
layer of snow.
It's pretty much, so they went down about 20 feet,
Sure.
15 to 20 feet. I would say for at least 5 feet, it's just like powdery snow, and then it gets to like a slab of thick ice, and then beneath that is the soil.
How much?
It's probably about 9-10 feet,
Of
and
snow?
then it gets to
Sure.
then
Okay.
it gets to soil.
17,
yeah.
let's found that nature check.
Where they have where they've been tunneling through, it's actually pretty compact, so that's why you guys had no issue climbing up them. For the most part, you're not sure if they can go through stone, but you definitely know that they can tunnel through soil, through things like mud, through any kind of organic matter. It's just that you've never seen them burrow through snow or seen anything about them burrowing through snow.
The stone?
Stone.
I think there's quite the potential that this is a bit of a thoroughfare for the creatures. Maybe we should make our way out of this passage.
That might be a good idea too.
Okay.
Whatever you'd all like to do.
I think I agree with that.
I would be more than happy to be away from this area as quick as possible.
And plus these corpses are bound to start decomposing. Oh, I mean, it is the snow. Maybe not. But I'd rather not.
Okay. That's totally fair.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, okay.
is it far to get out of this? We're in a valley, right?
Yeah, you don't know. You can't see an end to it so far.
We don't, huh?
You can't see an end to it. Kimberly's just been guiding you through this section, but you're more than welcome to ask, or to maybe if you want to, you can trek a couple of steps forward and see if you can see an end or anything like that.
Kimberly, do you know if this passage is much longer?
I would say we've been travelling through here for about an hour and a bit. It's probably only at most an hour to get to the end.
I think we can
I
make
just
time for
don't
that.
wanna, I don't wanna chance it and run into anything
We're not,
else.
I
not be
doubt
able to-
we'll run into another one.
You touch motherfucking wood, dog.
Yeah, but if we run into another one on the way out, it's gonna get to us if we stay here anyway. So
This is a
better
good
off
point.
we go and chance not getting one at all, as opposed to sitting in the exact same spot and getting attacked again. Also, another one might be more likely to come towards
The dead one.
dead ones.
It could be like, is it wasps that do that?
Yeah.
If you kill a wasp,
So,
then it turns
Oh,
into
okay, yeah,
I
we
do
Okay.
think
Okay,
that
let's-
it's probably better to chance leaving, and if
Yeah.
we hear rumbling, we slow the fuck down and sneak past.
Alright,
potentially.
alright.
Oh,
That's very sound logic. I agree.
Alright,
I think that's a good idea.
does that settle it?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think you've convinced me at least.
Big brain. No, you convinced me. You convinced me.
Kimberly, would you mind leading the way?
No, by all means.
Let's go. Fuck yeah.
She will begin to. Actually, I get a marching order from everybody. An updated marching order.
I want to stay in the middle because
They're up
I'm
front as always.
because I'm
Up front with Kimberly.
I'm topsy turvy. So in case I like kind of like fall to one direction, I want someone to.
I'll
like,
stand behind.
Grey band.
Actually, no, I won't because I'm not strong enough to upright.
You just need to be like.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not strong.
Oh well, that'll make it a fun experience then.
Where are we?
Mechanically, I'm fine. I'm just a little
And
fine.
he
I'm
has gas.
Mm.
Drugs in the backpack.
Alright,
I'm
marching
sick.
order, everyone. So up front we have Kimberly, she's leading the way.
Everyone, raise your hand one by one.
That's fine.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Kimberly.
So
That's not your best
Nadria
friend.
first.
Kimberly and Andrea, yep. A9 and Avalon.
I was two.
It could be more.
I guess in side by side.
Yeah, we can
2
go.
by 2 I think you're going, or you're
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, sounds
I'll
good.
stand next to Kruger.
Sure, Kruger and Dylan.
Cool.
After A9 and Avalon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
And then that'll make.
So
Oh,
Val.
Wander at the back.
Yeah, you're with
You can be with June.
Or June.
Sorry, Val and who? Was it just Val?
It's Val, Ira, and June left.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang back and just sort of follow slowly behind the group.
Sure.
Sort of
So-
with, but like a couple steps behind.
Yeah. So I'll do Val and June then, and then Ira in the back. Alright.
While we're walking as well, I'd like to keep an eye out for any maybe caves or outcrops where we might be able to rest in the stone walls, because they might.
Really?
Sure.
Because the Remoros hopefully can't. go
Roll
through.
a perception check for me then. If anybody is assisting A9 with that, you can have advantage.
With a triangle.
Trying.
You have a triangle from me.
Alright, I'm afraid the triangle might not help. Well, I've already rolled, so it's probably too late
you've
for the
already
triangle.
rolled? Okay.
Oh, did you roll before?
I rolled
they
before
said
the triangle was
Okay.
mentioned.
Sorry.
So that is a 7.
Lovely.
We all know how A9 performs on perception checks.
Yeah, so you're looking around, scanning, and your mind is kind of going in a little bit of overdrive, thinking how can it be possible that these creatures have no bones, but their teeth are so... They're made of a material that looks very much like bone. You're contemplating, thinking, can they burrow through stone?
Too
Okay.
distracted.
Yeah, you know, that's what you get.
Oh well, it's looking for other Remoras.
Good idea.
Yeah, I'll be keeping an ear out.
Alright, so you can either both roll perception or one of you can roll with advantage.
You roll with advantage.
Would you like to...
I already gave myself a triangle. I already need
Yeah,
the.
I can't give Avalon triangles.
I feel like give himself triangles.
Sure.
Yeah.
Would you like to assist Kimberly in...
Of course I would.
You can roll survival if you'd like
Oh
yourself.
no, are they both bad?
I mean,
I
it's
would-
terrible because I got
give
good
advantage to
stats.
Huh?
You're
I've got a natural 20.
Nice.
disgusting.
Nice.
Filthy.
Absolutely
Uh,
filthy.
Clean that 20 out. It's dirty. Clean
alright.
your dirty 20.
They roll good for me because I lick them.
Hey,
They
I
touched
don't
your
lick-
dice tray.
I don't lick my dice and they perform pretty well, so...
That's
I
the
don't know, I
DM
think-
power of what are the dice to grant on
Maybe I
players.
need you to christen my dice, Holly.
Maybe.
Put them in your mouth.
I've actually tried that
I
with my
feel
dice
like
and
I
it
feel
didn't
like
work.
they've been cursed by the way.
No, with like my other ones. And then you christened my new ones.
I take your dice as luck weapon in
I
my
like
mouth.
massively cursed dice before.
I steal your
Voodoo
dice and put them on
magic.
mine.
Voodoo dice magic.
You guys begin to make your way through the passage. Making my way through this passage.
Walking fast.
You guys are on your way, and Kimberly appears to be keeping watch as well. Abelard, you're listening for rumbling. Any signs of other Rimmerers?
Yes.
Sorry.
It gets to about, I'd say an hour. Oh no, sorry, not an hour. Half an hour. My brain into your trek back through the passage. A9, you still haven't noticed anything. And Abelard, you haven't heard any signs of more Rimmerers, but you rolled an unnatural 20. You notice, as you're going, these sections of sharp, serrated mountainside have little, almost like little awnings on some of them, and beneath one of these like stretches, this ledge, you can see what appears to be a rib cage of an enormous creature, kind of pressed up against the side of this mountain. At first you're looking at it and it looks huge, but it doesn't look like a Rimmerez. And as you get closer, your eyes scan towards it and you can see what appears to be more humanoid looking skeletons that are propped to the side, and appear to be laying next to one another.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Some serious shit's happening.
Do you share this with the group?
Yeah, I'll point it out and I'll be like, do they look like they're old?
Yeah. So you can get closer if you like.
I'll
Inspect them, or you want to do it from a distance.
I'll quickly look over. I'll quickly ask Kimberly. Be like, was this like the site of some battle or is some skeletons over there?
She
Speak to the dead. Speak to the dead.
she pauses, and it's a very pointed silence. And you notice. Actually, roll an insight check for me.
She has speak to the dead, I'm assuming.
You can assume that.
I'm going to.
I am
feel like
going
it's
to
a-
assume that.
It is a very
give
reasonable
myself a fat
assumption to
default.
make.
You will be doing it in front of her. You're like looking at her, and then you're just.
Oh look, I'll do it. A little
like-
faint flash of light. It's a 17.
Didn't.
She has very pointedly been looking
18.
away from the skeleton. And her eyes kind of, they are very much in her peripheral, but she kind of shifts so that her back is to them and her head is like facing towards you. You could say that, yes.
Do we need to bury them? Are they at rest here?
In the snow?
They are at rest. It's up to you if you would like to bury them. They have been here for a long time.
This is your realm of expertise. Is it?
I say we pay our respects and leave.
Before
There's
we
no
die.
point disturbing the scene.
Some dead don't like to be moved.
Present
Yeah.
yeah.
Can I do some sort of check without touching or anything, just getting close to them to assess the age?
Going up
Bone,
to
bone,
them.
low.
Bone,
Up to
Bone,
them and then
low.
As well.
Oh yeah, and then also what type of animal?
Sure. Roll a. Okay, so that'll be two separate questions. So first one we'll do is age. So roll a medicine check for me.
I need to suck on my dice.
Whoa.
Suck on your dice.
13.
A 13.
Bone, low.
You can't give it a super accurate reading because you're not touching them and inspecting them very closely, but you think that they've been here for potentially hundreds, if not 1,000 years.
Oh, okay.
They are very, very old. They're yellowing, and you can see that there are bits of this odd-coloured lichen that crawls up the inside of the ribcage, and across the face of the humanoid figures.
What is it? I could
Like a
Lichen, so it's a type of like moss.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
I thought lichen used to be pronounced lichen.
Lichen? Yeah.
I decidedly
like
proved
it.
that
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Yeah, I
can't-
remember it being described by a
That-
tour guide as a color of fungus and algae.
Yeah. That is lichen. So totally lichen, bro.
Really?
Finger lichen good.
That's lichen.
Finger lichen good.
Yeah.
FLC.
I'm gonna make the
Suck on
tagline.
Vecna's fingies.
And make that a tagline in my world.
Suck
You're
on
gonna go to a
Vecna's
restaurant one day and
fingies.
it's gonna be
Hashtag that. Hashtag
Like
suck on
finger
Vecna's
lichen
fingies.
Finger lichen.
finger lichen.
Finger lichen good.
The next one you wanted to assess was what type of animal it is, right?
Totally, yeah.
There are people.
Roll a nature check for me. So, I'm assuming you're doing the enormous ribcage. Oh, sorry, with advantage because bones.
Okay, cool. Thank God.
Advantage because bones. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, my first one.
Sorry,
was
sometimes
shocking.
the information leaves my brain.
What the fuck?
That's so
Fuck
unlucky.
me. Bone Lord ain't doing well. A 10.
A 10?
That's what
This looks like it. A 10. Middle of the road. Interesting roll. Middle of the road. Okay. Every time. Gets me. With a 10, I will say that you don't think it's. You're studying it a little bit closer. And there's kind of an odd. It's a barrel-like ribcage. And the lichen is crawling along the inside. But on the outside, you can see what appears to be these protrusions. Of almost like a metallic kind of shimmer to them. They're all very wispy, and they pull out of the bones. And they're all split in the sections where these protrusions occur, the bones. So the bones are split, and then there's a protrusion that comes out.
And it's like a metallic.
Yeah,
So-
it doesn't look like it's metal, but it looks like there's a kind of a metallic sheen to it.
That's cool.
Good. Then I'll have to make it up. But I guess I do point that out to everyone else that might be interested in such information.
Does that seem like any sort of magic that I wouldn't be familiar with?
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Actually, a metal boy.
I'm a metal boy.
I'm a metal boy.
Bone Lord and Metal Boy.
So Arcana check, did you say?
Yes, please. Life in metal.
I can't see the. Oh, 17.
17.
What gave you dice?
But
Roll the dice I gave you.
they're so far away.
A 17. This doesn't look like it's the same enchantment that's been applied to you.
Okay.
It, from what you can gather, it doesn't look like there is much of an enchantment at all. You actually think it might be more of a nature-based magic, which is not really your area of expertise, but it almost looks a little bit like a curse of some sort.
Wonderful. I'll share that information with the squad.
Do not touch these bones.
Curses are bad, so that probably means don't touch the
Yeah, and
bones.
then we can touch it.
Don't dead open inside.
Listen to the Bone Lord, everyone. Don't touch the bones.
I think we just should be touching bones in general.
Yeah.
Do you know more about these bodies?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, Kim is hiding some shit.
Chest pat.
Underhand.
In front of you.
Do you know anything?
Do you know?
No, I won't chest pat myself.
Kath and Kimberly.
Ooh, persuasion. That's a great
What's
stat for
happening?
me at the +1. Actually, both pretty good. That's an 18 on that
What
persuader.
the fuck?
I got a 17 and an 18.
I get nat ones.
L. It's because you don't suck on them enough. They roll
That's
good
why.
because I suck on them.
No, stick to
I'm
the
tempted.
table.
Guys,
Increase the friction.
let's learn this out. Serious moments. do know more. Unfortunately, I was involved in this battle.
Real.
I look at the age of the bones, and then I look back.
Is this where they died?
What do you mean?
Is this
Yeah,
where
you're asking-
Kimberly died?
Oh, you could ask.
Oh.
Is
Are they
Um,
dead?
We
Like,
don't know.
We don't know that.
Up to you.
I don't think. Dilbert wouldn't think that.
Yeah.
Dilbert's looking at the bones and going, "I'm sick, bro."
How about have those bones look ancient?
Some would say.
Is there some threat we should be aware of coming up?
None more than I've already revealed to your members. Like I said, have had experience in the Temple of Echios, and it is a rather dangerous place. But I warned you, this was a rather treacherous journey, particularly this route that we have taken here. But I believe the threat that caused this has long been handled, neutralized, if you will.
I will just look his head.
She doesn't give you much more than that unless you
Yeah.
ask specifically. She's not. One thing that you did notice, you have a pretty high passive perception. She seemed to linger more on the writing that June touched and seemed uncomfortable that June was touching. So you get the sense that she definitely knows about the history of this place. She hasn't revealed that she knows about the people much more than she had an involvement in whatever transpired here.
Real.
She doesn't seem to offer up information, but she also doesn't seem closed to answering questions. These are all pretty high in persuasion.
I bought this on purpose, so
Sure.
we'll back off a little bit.
The Lord Lucky.
Unlike other members of the party, Abba's got a pretty good insight and knows when people are being, kind of hurt.
Wow. Targeted we?
Yeah,
I know all.
This is growth.
You were interrogated.
Lucky.
That was an interrogation, thank you.
This is growth.
That's done it to me like
This is
3
character-
times.
Character development.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, you're like more secretive about it.
You could just ask straight up and not interrogate in front of an entire party.
I did that straight up, but you didn't answer.
I did. I told you I worship She-Wolf when you asked straight up, and then you told the entire party afterwards. So then I started hiding myself from you.
Alright, that's well.
Sorry.
Bozo.
It's fine.
Abba's learning emotional intelligence.
We'll
It's a good
discuss
skill.
this.
Well done.
Abba, pull back.
Now.
Yeah.
You can tell that she seems uncomfortable being here.
There we go.
Let's go.
Let's continue.
Let's leave.
Yes, I don't like the vibe of this place.
Let's get a move on.
Let's give a
I reckon we
difference.
continue walking.
Mm-hmm.
I
And then
concur
more.
with said
Are
proposition.
there more bodies as we go?
You can keep an eye out for him, George.
But just
yeah.
just some more of the wall.
There are more bodies. Interestingly
So
enough, you
real.
have to walk a little bit closer to some of them than others, and you notice with a relatively high perception roll that some of these bones appear to be. A lot of them appear to be humanoid. Some of them appear to be much larger and broken up, so you don't see huge rib cages like you did before, but you do see enormous bones that are kind of broken, split, and have those same similar protrusions extending out for them. Val, I'll get you to roll a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
You only need to
Up
put one
to
of my
you.
saliva.
Some
that's it.
saliva is my. Yeah, you see what this one does.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, saliva's me.
A 10.
A 10. The roll is
The dice.
shocking to that.
You notice that some of the bones appear to have been sawn off. It's a very clean cut, not a break.
Okay.
We have some weird butcher motherfucker up in the mountains.
Is this what made the bone dragon?
You, are you asking me?
Who are you asking?
That's just my head like announcing it aloud.
Well, was the bone dragon like
What was-
like sewn up bone, or was it
How do
just,
I
like
do
large
it?
There's
dragon
been
bones?
a lot
like-
of weird bone activity going
Like,
on in these mountains.
There was Yeti zombies, there was a bone dragon, there is.
Oh.
There is.
Why have you taken us to the bone zone?
Val's happy in the
Whenever I
bone
write the
zone,
word
yo.
bodies, it looks like I've written my name.
Welcome to the cum zone.
More lucky, this is mine.
What is Equios, the god of
Death.
Again, death.
Well,
Well, this kind of adds up.
No.
Not technically death.
Not-
She is highly associated with death, but it is memory, boundaries, ghosts, spirits, that sort of stuff.
There's some hardcore religious necromancy going on here.
Yeah, that's so
bad
bad.
juju. Shit.
Bad
That is
juju.
base.
Potentially zombie goth lady.
Is zombie.
Do I know of any practices where one might collate bones of various creatures and then kind of
Disgrace the bones.
just staple it and shit together?
You and your museums collecting bones and putting them
We
together.
only keep.
It belongs in a museum.
Real.
You can roll a.
Just keep it.
You can roll either. Ooh, you can roll either history or arcana for me.
Say roll.
And you can do so with advantage because bones.
Because bones.
Bones.
I just that.
Perma advantage on
Oh, alright.
Would you like a lube dice?
I was,
Yeah, I mean, it makes
okay.
sense, doesn't it?
You have so if this rolls well and mine rolls shit, we know it's spit confirmed. It's spit confirmed. I rolled a 4 with mine and a 13 with yours. Plus 18.
18.
Spit confirmed. It is
Um,
confirmed. Yeah.
I'd watch that hair.
Wash you with my saliva so it covers your dice.
More luck.
Make sure to spit on your dice before you do a bone check, guys.
Oh.
I need a minute after
Oh,
that one. God
no.
damn it.
No.
Mercy.
We're
Get
resorting
in we're in the bad corner.
Horny jail? Do I
Yeah,
go,
horny
am I going to horny jail now?
With an 18, there are actually a lot of practices that use bones. Some of them even use it as a focus for their magic. It's not exactly uncommon. And you know that throughout your work with the Verdant Mind, that they were greatly concerned about the use of these bones for nefarious purposes, essentially. For nefarious purposes, so evil means.
Oh right, yes, here we go.
Schmeeble schmeens.
Naughty, naughty.
One thing that is interesting to know with an 18, did you roll, was it Arcana or what did you roll?
I didn't decide.
Are they both the same?
They're both the same.
Both the same. I would say that you remember this person that you're chasing, that you're looking after, was renowned for their work with using these bones to construct magical creatures and to use them for their own purposes, their own means.
What was the name of the guy you were after again?
Jacques.
Yeah, Jacques.
Jacques Perrin, yeah.
Jacques.
Jacques Perrin is...
Jacques Perrin is a freak, bro.
They made the dragon.
So I think I missed the session. So we fought a dragon that was.
We tried to.
Skeletal, yeah.
We ran away from
Purely.
They didn't run away from us because
I think-
purely.
I think
There
Ellie
was-
mentioned that it still had some flesh clinging to the bones.
Yeah.
There was an intro or a little like theme with to whoever made the dragon. It was Jacques.
Could have been.
It seems like
Okay,
a holy type
very-
lore.
Oh
Everything-
yeah, because the
everything's
dragon went
infinite.
back to the person, was
Yeah.
like, and the guy was like, ooh.
It seems we have some friends, or whatever he said.
You guys.
The lore is connecting together. It's probably not. but-
Someone connect the dots.
It's the deep lore.
So we didn't fight a bone dragon. We
Are
did,
we
but we
continuing
almost died.
walking
I'm
whilst this
assuming
is
you're
happening?
walking.
And
Cool.
Well, you
Can
got
I
lucky,
please, whilst this is happening, can I look for some shelter?
Yeah, well, it's fine. Check.
Thanks, love.
lucky used what spell was it?
I'm not dead.
What was it?
I used my channel divinity
Am
channel.
I
there.
rolling?
Channel divinity,
Survival.
and the dragon ran away.
Because I said, my god.
And then we got a little scene where whoever sent the dragon in the first place saw the dragon coming back and then said like, it seems we have some friends coming our way or some shit. I don't know. It was something like that.
It's
I
gotta
think.
be in.
Much more eloquently put.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know the quote exactly, but it was something along those lines.
Gonna have to
I
backtrack.
can
Yeah.
find it for you if you would like me to.
Yeah.
I don't think I can just know the quote there.
Who's like?
No, you don't.
We don't, but
This is
it
all
was
out
an
of
intro. This is more
Yeah.
out of character explaining to Mark, who was not present.
I was not present for some reason.
Present.
These are not.
Resorting.
And
Prezi, Wezi.
do
Prezi
you want to
Wezi.
crazy
You want him Prezi Wezi for that bone zone wall.
Oh, I'm glad I said that. Let me say it again. We're going to holy prison.
Terrible, terrible people. Terrible, horrible people.
I'm in solitary confinement.
D&D knows. Question.
Okay. So the quote was,
Yes.
That
did
is
you find them?
for my character.
Did you find them?
Guys,
The
the
Everybody.
quote was, did you find them? The whisper is carried away on the wind. The rattle sounds again. And did you kill them? The wind howls in the distance. Well, we can't have that now, can we? Perhaps I need to pay them a visit myself.
We're gonna die, guys.
That was from session 36.
But that also could have been
Could be.
Gaunt.
Yeah, it could have been Gaunty. Could have been
yeah.
Gaunty. Well, it makes more sense that it was Gaunty.
Yeah, but also, why would Gaunty have a skeletal dragon?
When was the last time you saw?
What if Gaunty is Jacques Perrin?
Whoa. That.
Yo.
That would be deep and crazy. Though.
That's it.
How Holly gets us to go on the sea.
Why did I just come back to hearing?
Gaunt, we might have figured out who Gaunty is.
Because Jack has a theory that Gaunty and Jacques are one and the same.
Okay.
That's my theory.
I don't know if Holly's having a moment of you guys figured it out, or that's a better idea than what I had. I'm gonna write it down.
When was the last time Val
I'll just say this.
met or
Do
saw
you
Jacques?
see me writing?
We figured it out, guys.
hang on,
It's
hang
not
on.
done. You guys are
No,
in
but
it.
it's a valid theory.
Confirmed on that.
You haven't confirmed, right?
I'm not.
I can't confirm nor deny.
Look at these dense motherfuckers.
I, like,
Positively bricky.
I walked down the hallway and I hear that and I'm just like,
A while ago.
It was a while.
Brick
Yeah.
eating.
Like months ago? Or
Yeah.
years ago?
Months.
Months
Down,
ago.
down into the
Okay.
bricks.
Yeah, for real.
I'm trying to detail
Sometimes
it.
When was the where
Guys.
was the last time you saw Jacques?
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, were they on this side of the continent? Were
Have you
they
written this
south? Were they
law
north?
down?
Were
No, I
they
think
east?
I have.
I think they're on the other
Pretty
side of
vague.
the fucking map.
Where did we agree?
Why
that
not just the map? Why did it have to be the fucking map? What did the map do?
Where are we in holy prison?
We're deep in the jail
The
room.
Verdant Mine.
The Verdant Mind usually operates out of the Cardinal Triad. However, they are a kind of global presence, so they will go wherever they feel they need to. The last information that you got was that the Verdant Mine usually operates out of White Pine, which is it's a large elven city in the Cardinal Triad, or predominantly elven anyway. You got information from the sector of the Verdant Mine that is in Wyladian that Jacques Perrin is a problem, and essentially you were tasked with trying to find Jacques however you can. You heard that he was last in Ronalor, And you had met up with Ichabod, who gave you a bit more information about Jacques Perrin. However, let me get my notes because there might be more that
I feel like
tell you.
Ichabod might have said something.
Ichabod did absolutely say something. So
Written
Yeah,
down
yeah.
somewhere which I cannot find.
My
Yeah, I'm trying to
apologies.
read it. So I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
find
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm
So-
sorry,
I've
for
taken
people
like
who
5
that
notes.
actually write
So-
notes because I am not a good note taker.
I need to take notes. You start now.
I've tried. It just I end up like not writing about anything.
Oh, you guys
Says
didn't
Jacques,
know.
it says Jacques Perrin has rare bones.
Yes.
In my notes.
Yes, he
Yeah.
stole some shit and fucked off.
Yeah, I also wrote has bones.
We must retrieve the
Whoa,
bones.
no way.
So I actually believe you were referred to an island called Ukabo.
Yes, it was across the sea. I do remember.
As to being a potential point of interest for him, as to where he might go.
Not where he is.
Where he might go, I believe, is what
Interesting.
Ichabod said. I have to go back and check
Interesting.
my own notes, but what I've got here, it's sometimes hard to remember the specific wording that I've given you, even though I know. So I had to go back and check what I said, but
What was the place you
I can check for you.
The name? Island?
I'm trying to find it on my notes.
It'll be early on the 30s, I think.
Biggest, longest island.
I reckon. Oh, so I've got it down for session 30.
Oh, I just hit session 32. Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm finding it now.
Yeah. So that's the information I can give you. I think you were referred to there's a series of temples in various different islands that have these kind of mega.
You've made it.
Ah, yep.
You've put a chain there, haven't you? You put a chain on one of the islands.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Little
if I
sick
did?
freak.
Wouldn't it be fun if I did?
Yeah.
Because finally,
Finally.
for anybody who is
Feral.
watching, for anybody who's feral and watching.
We got any feral animals out there?
Yeah, there's megafauna on these fucking islands, and this is my only way that I can get like
Ukabo.
a little crumb of people going on the fucking sea.
Crumb.
Nobody's giving me anything.
Can I have a curry,
Where's,
sir?
where's the treat for me? Where's
Hey
the
guys,
treat
I
for
really
me?
like Power stuff. Yeah, so I want to do Spaceman.
Black Knuckle Point as well. That's right. Yeah.
Black Knuckle Point.
Yeah.
Guys,
What?
I love this. This is great.
What, the
Jacques and
theorizing?
Ichabod,
Yeah,
Jacques
this
and
is my-
Ichabod were supposed to smuggle some unique bones from Ukabo through Black Knuckle Point, but never arrived. Ichabod mainly does consulting work from their Federation Inquisition at the top of the running. Okay, that's unrelated. But yeah, there we go. Black. We need to get to Black Knuckle Point, fam. For you anyway.
Right now.
Not right now.
Right now.
We,
Let's turn.
Let's
Go.
avoid. Let's avoid.
No,
this one.
No, let's get out of
we have
here.
too many. Look, we have too many things going on. We need to get your chain. We need to go back and sell the teeth. We need to get to Lundosa, get rid of these fucking points of Axon, and then maybe we can go save Dilbert's relatives.
I found the notes.
Let's
I
go.
knew I wrote them down somewhere. But it's so vague.
That could be the next.
The
that could be the
Grim
thing
Brothers.
after Dilbert. We can go to Black Knuckle Point after we help Dilbert.
Could be. As do you guys.
Do
You
it
said
doesn't
that he
need
was
help.
afraid.
Do it is a strong, independent kobold.
Not help you, but
Independent woman.
Yeah.
not help you. Then help prevent Titans from coming out of the ground and destroying the continent.
This action in particular.
What? What I do?
Do you know what this means?
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
The Titans come out from the geese.
No.
It's like a guy's appeal.
Oh.
Anyways,
Anyway.
whilst we are wandering,
Back on
You're
track.
16 for your survival.
yes,
Yes,
I
theorize
can't believe
more.
you got back on track.
Of course.
Dungeon Master Pro.
Of course. With your 16, eventually, you guys, after another half hour of moving through this forest, you eventually come to, certain in this forest, this passageway. You can see before you what opens up into not as dense a pine forest as before, but it does appear to have more flat land. You're no longer kind of encapsulated by these serrated edges of the mountains. It seems a bit more of like a bowl shape, and it appears to stretch on for as far as you can see past these trees. But Ira, you notice with the 16 that next to one of this circular kind of carve out in the mountain, you can see there's actually a large, almost, it's not quite a cave, but there is a large awning over the top of stone where you think you can make some pretty good shelter. It's kind of bracketed on either side at the front by small copses of trees and little shrubbery, which is unusual if you guys have seen that the forest floor is a little bit covered here.
I was thinking that that's me.
That's such a good reference.
You would like one shrubbery.
Mother will hamster and your father smell the bellberry. It looks like it'll provide you some pretty good cover for the evening. Should you choose here to rest, or should you prefer to do a short rest?
Yeah, I reckon.
I mean, it's how
It's
long?
okay.
Where are we? Like, what time is it? Like 4 or 5 o'clock? 'Cause we
It is only approaching 4 now, so it's probably 3:30ish.
What, an early night and then wake up early in the morning?
morning walk.
Yeah.
That is up to you.
Or
Just
take-
chill for the
yeah,
rest.
or,
Yeah,
or it's like a short
we
rest.
Can we just like hang out and then do a rest?
Well, you do the rest as part of hanging out.
we could
But
do a
we
short,
can just take a longer rest as well.
I
Or-
hang out with my homies.
or we do a short rest first, see how we
'Cause
feel,
I wanna tinker a
and
little
then we could do a short rest first,
tinker.
then see how we feel, and then have a long rest afterwards if we feel like
You
it's
could
needed.
always also do downtime activities as well for a bit.
Yeah.
That's maybe what I want to do, tinkering.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Up to you guys. So you're spending some
Yep.
valuable rest here.
Cool. Well, wait. Yes. Sorry.
So are we still in the valley?
No.
No, you've actually
Lovely.
just emerged
Okay,
from the valley.
lovely.
So this is, you're opening up from this passageway, this in between these mountains, to this area that is much more like a fishbowl kind of shape. But it seems to be enormous, like an enormous expanse. And you can't quite see past the trees as to how far it goes, but it looks like it goes for a little while.
How big of a fishbowl?
Hundreds of feet across.
Hundreds of feet.
That's big.
Do we know if there are any active volcanoes in the area?
In the
You can roll a nature check for me.
in the dungeon?
Wait, we could be like just camping on top of a volcano.
Hell yeah. Maybe that's what.
Yeah, no, I meant Dawnvale.
Another cross campaign
Dawn?
moment.
Yeah.
Oh god, did I do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. Whoa, yo. Subliminal the universes, they're blending together, man.
Yeah, but that's from the joke.
16 on
Oh yeah, I am!
Specifically for volcanoes in the area.
Yes.
We don't know of any volcanoes in this area in particular, but there is a dormant volcano on My Lady that you know of.
Okay. Whereabouts is the volcano? The dawn.
We could be sitting in it for all we know.
Do we
you
know it's
don't-
the Dawnvale?
Cool.
No.
I would say
Does the crater that we're sitting in, does it?
look volcanic.
I know.
Yeah.
You're enjoying the colour.
Is there like volcanic ash or
No, there's
rock?
trees in it.
Volcanic ash is very fertile.
Yeah. Very fertile.
Yeah.
High
What
nutrient,
fires,
yeah.
like, Let's go.
You don't notice any ash.
I'd probably be buried on the snow even if
Is
it
it
was there.
is it crater-like?
In this area in particular.
Yeah. Does it look like something might have?
You would have to roll a nature check for me.
Space gun.
No,
Real?
sure.
That'd be so cool if we could make stuff out of meteorite. If there's even a meteorite, yeah.
A 3.
Such good stuff.
A 3.
I have no idea what a meteorite is.
This looks like a forest.
I'm looking around and thinking like, damn.
This is a forest if I've ever seen one.
This is a
One of
cool
the forests of all time.
Yeah. This is such forest.
Yeah. Such forest, many cool.
Much well.
Much wow.
It honestly
Just do it
you
brain all the time.
don't know of any active volcanoes in the Dawnvale. you do know that there are some dormant volcanoes
Okay.
in Wyladium. However, they are typically on the side of the Kingdom of Acheron.
Okay.
The other half of the continent.
I can't imagine you'll let me try to determine if it was a meteorite impact site, would you? You'd have to double it attempted.
Well,
Were you specifically looking to see if it was meteorite, or were you?
yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have advantage.
Could I try? Tell me if I'm stepping out of bounds. But could I try to find the center point of? Does it seem perfectly circular? Almost.
Not quite perfectly circular.
But like surprisingly circular for a natural formation. Could I try to locate some sort of center point and like I guess
You'd have to do a bit of walking.
It'd probably
Fine.
take like a solid 30 minutes to get.
would it?
It's a pretty big area.
Alright, maybe I'll do
We'll take a rest.
Do a rest.
Well,
first.
Well,
Let's have a
while you guys are doing downtime activities, you could do that if you'd like to.
yeah, I'd like to. I'll let the group know that's what I'm doing in case anyone wants to come along.
I would like to take a short rest during this downtime, please.
Sure.
Need help.
I would like to tinker during this downtime.
Alright. So, a couple of things at a time. What I might do first is I'll go around and everybody, if you like, tell me what you want to do during this downtime, let me know. We will start with Ira, mixing things up.
Yeah.
Ira.
I wish to have a fat nap.
Fat nap, yep.
Fat nap.
Gilbert, you're doing some tinkering.
Yeah.
Kruger, fat nap.
Fat nap.
Raw fat napping. Nadria.
I'll talk to my best friend in my head.
Nice.
Probably
Avalon.
just taking watch.
Sure, perfect.
Fat now.
Fat nap.
Yeah.
And then you're finding the center point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what June wants to do, so I'm gonna say fat nap as well.
Can June cast the weird like
Alarm.
alarm
Yes,
spell?
they will, yeah,
Yeah.
they can do
Yeah.
it as a ritual, so yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so first things first. For you, A9. As you're alerting the group to what you want to do, Kimberly actually stops you and says, I hope you don't mind. Would it be alright if I took a bit of a stroll with you?
Of course.
Always better to go in pairs, no?
Yeah, I'd appreciate the company.
Very well. Do you guys...
Sure.
What's up?
So
Oh, there's just stuff on
she wants to know what hit die mean
Oh,
with
gotcha.
short rests and how they refresh.
Gotcha. Yes. No, that's alright. I just wasn't sure if it was a question. for me.
Well, kind of because I don't really explain it very well.
That's alright. Essentially you can re-roll certain, you have like a pool of hit dice. Hit die. And you can choose whether you want to roll some of them to regain hit points during your short rest.
You can use all of them if you are only going to take one short rest before a long rest. If you want.
Oh, okay.
So A9, you set off to try and find the center. I'd like you to roll a interesting question. The center point.
Investigation. Math check.
I'd say you can roll either a survival or an investigation check.
That's not raw
That's
intelligence.
not lovely.
Oh no!
Oh.
Is that that one?
I was gonna say you can do so with
Why is it
advantage
always-
if you explain. Are you explaining to Kimberly what you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah, you can roll with advantage.
I have already rolled. Is it?
It's okay. I was
I
gonna
did roll a
say-
natural one.
You rolled too
You
fast.
you rolled too quick, so you can.
1 in 4 chance.
Oh, it's better. 16.
16.
Okay.
With 16, I'll say it takes you probably like closer to an hour, maybe like 40 minutes or so, to try and work out what you think is the center point. But eventually, Kimberly kind of is looking around with you and manages to help you to ascertain the best place. It takes a little bit of walking and it's kind of hard to see because there's a lot of trees that are sprouting up from around the ground here. There's also ground cover, so there's like quite hardy shrubbery here. And a lot of the snow seems to be a bit slushy.
That's not a good. That means hot.
Yeah.
Heat.
This is totally a mob. Maybe.
possibly a volcano. Or there's a hot meteorite buried in the ground.
Volcano.
I mean, Kimberly, I don't. I'm sure I would have explained to Kimberly that I thought it was a meteorite impact
Oh,
site.
what do you say?
Your hypothesis.
I mean, I'm
My
hoping to find.
hypothesis.
It looks far too round to be a natural formation. I'm suspecting it might be a meteorite impact site, and that material could be a very interesting material to work with for the purpose of crafting. You don't happen to know if any meteorites have struck?
Kimberly's
Yeah,
been
right.
around for a while. No, Kimberly's been around for a while, so.
Do you think? I've not really had much experience with meteorite, as you call it. From what I recall of this area, it was the site of, well, I suppose, kind of like a meteor, one of the planar titans impacted with this area in the Dawnvale during the primordial reckoning.
That's pretty cool. That'd be neat. If there was a leftover.
This is, of course, I know that there are certain groups in Cthulhu which are more skeptical of gods and deities, but all of my teaching has been such that this is the site of impact of a deity.
Yo, that goes so hard. That's metal as fuck. that's so cool.
Is it some sort of holy site? Does anyone practice?
Religion here?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I have heard of certain religions that follow this particular deity, but planar titans are usually few and far between celebrated creatures.
How is it? I need to know.
That you need to know the deity.
I'm like, itch.
Well, which did you mention that deity already?
No. she
Uh,
hasn't.
which deity would it be? It's not what's the not Ecleos.
No, the deity is a planar titan.
Oh right, you said
And
that.
Oh, sure.
to my knowledge, it was actually during the battle between Lorelia and Zarahar.
Would it be unwise to dig to find the source of whatever's causing the snow to melt?
Not if you are inclined to believe it's not divine. I think it should take you some time, but I'm more than happy to assist in whatever way I can.
How big is this area of slushy sort of snow?
The slush is kind of, it's only in certain patches. It's not everywhere. I'd say a lot of the patches are kind of spread around within like 200 feet of this area. And they actually look like a path through the center of where you guys are.
I don't need to breathe, do I?
I don't believe so.
I'm yeah, I might just jump into one of the pools.
Thanks for being a robot.
I need to breathe. 18d6 fire damage.
Kimberly, I have a
Still bad.
rather insane idea. Would you mind lowering me into one of these pools of slush with the rope?
Do they go deep enough?
Could I prod?
Yeah.
Does it seem like they are?
It seems like you put your foot towards it, and it only seems to go maybe about to the ankle.
Ah, never mind.
Lower me into the Yankee D puddle.
A9 was cooking until he was boiled.
Could I
Are you at the middle yet?
Yeah.
could I like in a controlled manner cast heat metal on my own hand with the slush
hopefully keeping it to a reasonable temperature.
Tell. I want to tell.
Do you have the thermal cube?
The thermal cube.
Oh, yeah.
Real.
Yeah, the
You
things
like-
that we found,
This is just to
there's
say
two
because, like,
amongst them.
I think that's a really creative
It's
idea.
amongst the party.
But heat metal, I believe, because you're entirely metal, I don't see
It will hurt you.
how you could control it unless you.
Also, because I don't think you can put heat metal on an actual creature, can you?
It says a manufactured metal object, so probably not.
No.
Well,
you're a
yeah.
creature of metal, so no, because otherwise
You're
if
an
it was
object.
like a metal golem.
I
it would
think
be too
because
broken.
you're a construct, it's a little bit different. It's
Sure.
usually if you're wearing armor, then you can heat metal the shit out of it. But because you are the armor,
fair
I think
enough.
that's why I would
Well,
say it
You
would
are
hurt.
the armor.
In order to cast it on yourself, you wouldn't be able to control it. It would hurt all of you.
Do I have this thermal stone thing? What's the?
Yeah, you can say yeah.
I mean,
I
It
think
gets-
it's a
it
cool
gets-
idea. So if
it
you
gets
guys would
shuffled
like to
around.
pass the thermal cube to A9, anyone will do
Is it made of metal?
that. It
Go-
is.
yeah, could I heat it and try to melt the
Isn't it already heated?
slush away?
Yeah,
It
it's
already
one-
gives off a
I think
little
that's
bit of
passed
heat.
around.
How?
Superheating it.
I'd like
Oh,
to heat
cool.
it even further.
Sure.
Just-
You're gonna hold it.
No. I'm gonna place it in the center of one of these pools and heat
Heat
it.
metal, sure.
There's another
Yeah. Is there any? Are you going to?
Bless you.
Sure. You can do that.
Sure.
As you cast heat metal, you watch as the cube is probably only about like fist size, like this big. It begins to kind of sink through the slush snow further and further down. It's getting out of your sight at this point.
Oh no.
Sure, there was a cube.
How long does heat metal last for?
Minute?
Minute.
Does the slush seem to go far below the surface? You said it was about half a foot, or like ankle height.
And you're kind of creating slush as you're pushing this cube
That's
down.
probably a good thing if you wanted to get low down.
Yeah.
Does it melt into water?
Not yet. It's
leave
kind of.
it there.
It is looking like it's thawing very, very quickly.
Fuck it, leave it in there.
I would, yeah, I'd like to keep. I can't continue casting it, but I can't see it. But I'd like to keep going.
Create a
until
lake, James.
I can't see it anymore.
Sure.
You can do this, I believe.
It gives off about a foot of heat, and very quickly it gets swallowed up by the slush. That's kind of making a puddle now and like seeping over Kimberly's boots and over your feet, kind of up to your ankles.
Also, so slush has like covered it.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, but like, so from a physics point of view,
Oh my god.
if it sunk to the bottom and was melting the snow into water, the water would come up to the surface.
I think ice is less dense than water, so the water will probably sink.
Yeah.
And but regardless, it's
But then that water would boil from the hot metal and melt the snow at the top anyway, so that would create a pool of water.
I think Holly said it wasn't quite melting yet, right? It was just kind of turning to slush.
Yeah, but it takes a minute. So if it's continually heating at the very bottom, it's gonna create a pool if you leave it there.
But I can't continue to heat it though. Once it's
I
out
know,
of-
but if it lasts for a minute, you may as well wait for the minute to be up and see what happens.
To that point, it does actually give off its own heat.
Okay.
So you were heating it more.
Does it?
Yeah, how long are you willing to wait?
After it's say 2 or 3 minutes,
Sure.
does the situation change much?
Very quickly, you can see that the snow is kind of disappearing and water is being left in the way.
Is it pre-cleared down to this? Can I see a bottom to this well that I've created, or?
You can see the cube down there.
That's good.
It looks like it's been stuffed by something.
All right. Kimberly, do you want to tie that rope to a tree? Are there any trees nearby?
Yeah.
I just think I'm quite heavy. I'm not sure. I'm gonna jump down and collect the stone and investigate what it's
Do you have a light?
sitting atop.
Well, okay. I will. You want me to tie the rope to you?
Yes, and me on the other end.
She quickly ties it. Very well. I will let you know I'm not exactly the strongest.
I
individual.
can try to climb up myself.
Well, I'll assist you, of course, but just letting you know it might take a bit of time.
You should let them know you don't need to breathe.
Oh yeah. I'd also, but potentially an important point. I don't breathe like
Oh, well.
like others, so I
that
can
would
stay down there.
Makes sense as to why you're submerging yourself in liquid.
I assume it's going to be quite cold. I mean, hopefully
As you guys are standing here, you watch Kimberly is like sinking further down into this slush. The water that you've created is like right up to her like calf now. She doesn't seem bothered by it.
Real.
She's just standing in the water.
It's
doesn't
cold.
care about the cold.
I call them
Yeah.
All right.
She's
I'm
just
gonna
also-
I'm gonna slowly lower myself in. Does it feel cold?
It does.
Okay, so I
It feels very, very chilly.
I'm-
It's very clear water too.
Nice.
could I use absorb elements to negate some of the freezing cold
Yes, you
that I'm
may.
feeling?
What does that do?
It's a reaction. You take half
So
damage from
fucking
elemental
good.
damage,
Real.
and then you can apply it to your next
Punch.
core.
Cool.
Whack.
Is that an innate ability that you have or a
It's a
spell?
spell.
Ah,
It's a
sure,
cantrip.
sure, sure. Oh, cool.
It's a cantrip.
It's a first level spell.
First level spell.
Oh, sure.
It's a very good first
Yeah,
level.
like to lower myself.
That's cool.
You start to lower yourself down with the help of Kimberly, who's kind of watching the rope very carefully. As you begin to get lower and lower, you feel it kind of rising up your torso. And it feels so constricting for a moment. This chill that kind of rips around you. As you're getting submerged further and further, like to the point of your eyes, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
You're good at
We
those.
have +7 on those.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Artificers get proficiency.
Oh,
on
no.
it. What did you roll?
And 9.
Oh.
That's with the +7.
No.
Yeah, so you rolled a 2.
Yeah, but you did do absorb elements, so you
Yeah,
hopefully it'll be okay.
Good
Whatever,
math.
whatever damage it is, really
You take 7 points of cold damage.
Okay,
That-
that's already been half done.
That is halved, yeah.
Judging by the fact you were doing.
Look, this
Reverse
could be for a
math.
really cool item though. Potentially.
I'd like to push through and keep going.
Sure.
Am I at the bottom of this
Oh.
pool now?
How tall are you?
Pardon?
How tall are you?
I think I'm quite short.
You're like 5'3" or 5'4",
Yeah,
aren't you?
I'm
Sure. You're not quite at the bottom yet. It seems like you're maybe about 3/4 of the way.
I'd like to keep going.
Sure. You keep going, and as you're sinking further and further down, everything seems really fuzzy, and it kind of closes in around you, and everything is muffled. You can see around you this water that kind of ripples. It's very, very clear, and there's these bubbles that kind of circle around you. You look down, and it's dark, and you can feel heat rising from underneath.
It's not just from the stone. Does it feel like it's?
You can roll a perception check on it.
Anyone just be cooking today?
Yeah.
I love it.
Literally cooking this.
Literally
ice.
cooking.
Let him cook.
Let 'em
This is
cook.
another bad roll.
Roll
This
the
is-
real
this
dice,
was the-
dog.
This was the
It's a
the
five.
high level James gameplay
my
that we
God.
needed.
Low level rolls.
This was like, I am surprised, but like,
Really?
yeah, I mean, do you think I would have a reason not to be surprised that this is like the thing you picked up on?
But is this something that you have thought of?
Do you think?
This, well, yeah.
It's hot.
Dungeon Master, I did.
Out of all the things that we don't pick up on, and then we choose,
To pick up on.
you're like, hey, you're right.
That's a 5 in
five.
total.
Just use your hand.
You're so struck by how pristine and clear and almost light blue the tinge is of this water around you. And you look down and you're so distracted by what you see now is a faint glow that seems to be beside this small little cube. And you have no idea where the source of the heat is coming from.
Okay. this glow, is it some sort of inscription? Is it does it say something? Is it some sort of alphabet?
Hard to tell from here. With a 5.
Can I? Oh, okay, fair enough.
Do you,
Fair
light-
enough.
do you have your light out?
Light.
Yeah.
Is it
Do you
particularly?
have dark vision?
I
Don't. No,
believe I
you do not. You do not. You are.
There's like a
ribbit.
there's like a tunnel of light. It's very focused though. It's from up above, and it kind of gets dimmer and dimmer the further down you go.
Sure.
You've got maybe about another 2 feet or so to go, and eventually you touch down, and your feet meet something that feels a little bit like glass. It's like a slippery surface beneath your feet, and you can see the cube just resting on top of it.
I like to collect the cube. Actually, can I read it any more clearly now that I'm closer? I'll observe the surface any better.
So it's pretty dark down here. So what I get you to do again is to roll.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
No, you tell me.
Um,
What do you want to do?
I would like to illuminate the cube with my magical tinkering.
Excellent.
Nice.
Give me some of the light.
Roll just a flat perception check for me.
Okay, I'll roll the physical dice. But if you're wrong,
Don't use my dice, they're shit.
I mean, you've been rolling pretty crappy with the digital.
I got the long one. Have these been in? It's probably it's better. It's a 12.
That means it's been in his
Let's go.
mouth.
You
Excellent.
spit.
Give
We're
me
proving
a
it.
moment.
Spit dice.
Every roll we're proving this point more and more.
Yeah. You should run a service like on the Patreon.
No.
Where like in like the
Terrible
$10
I'm not
tier,
putting random people's dead. I'll put your dice in there.
Someone
Okay.
could poison their dice with cyanide.
Yeah, that's shit.
You can see now with the light of the cube.
Calm, child, calm.
Bad man. What appears to be beneath a surface of ice, a hexagonal shape. No, not a hexagonal shape. Something maybe more like a dodecahedron.
Dodecahedron.
12-sided die.
No,
Like-
maybe that's not exactly right. Maybe a bit more of a it's an odd shape.
The geometric.
Is this DM Holly, or you actually being indecisive about the size or shape of this thing?
It's damn.
I couldn't. I couldn't tell if you were like. "No, actually, I'm gonna change it on the fly."
Yeah.
That's my bad. Sorry.
Oh, Holly, you're doing so well.
That's totally on me.
I am very immersed right now.
It's hard to tell. Beneath what you can see are layers and layers of water that kind of ripple beneath the surface of this ice. It appears to give off heat of its own. It isn't surrounded by ice, but there is a layer of ice on top of water that blocks you from reaching it.
Is it? I mean, I assume given the fact that it hasn't melted, it's some sort of magical. Is it definitely ice and not glass?
You can roll a nature check for me.
Oh, I have so many rolls.
Why don't you smash it?
I'm not because it could be sacred. It could be some sort of.
It's gonna explode in that or something.
It'll awaken the volcano, and then we all have to run.
It's a
Yo.
god bomb.
Oh my
It's
God.
basically the
12.
atomic weapon.
It looks like ice.
Okay.
It is very unusual for there to be water beneath this ice, and you can see that this shape begins to shift in the water. It seems to like gently move with ripples.
The shape on the surface or the ice?
The shape beneath the
Oh,
surface.
right,
yeah.
right.
So sorry. Here's the object. Here is the ice, and in between is water.
Alright. I think that's just about all I can really do here. I think I'm gonna try to pull myself out.
You can shatter it if you like.
But it could be some sort of sacred religious thing.
Grab it, just take
Do whatever you think.
Grab it.
What would A9 do?
I am
I'm gonna touch it.
good at it.
You can see that there appears to be
Firmly grasped.
flecks of gold that just catch the light from your cube
In the ice?
in the actual object.
Oh, okay. Can I if I touch this ice, is it cold to the touch?
It doesn't really feel as cold as the space around you. Over the ask you to roll another con save for me though.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, there was a bar.
Give it up.
Yo, that's a natural 20, but it's a bit of a wasted roll, so for 27.
That's a very good con save, my dude.
That is a great con save.
I save. That's what
That is
I apologize.
6 points of damage. Half.
Wow, okay, I should probably get out of here soon.
How low are you?
What's that?
How low are you?
I'm fine. Tis but a scratch.
Well,
Tis but a
but a
flesh
scratch.
wound.
A9 has like
So
the
you're
second
on.
highest amount of hit points
True.
and didn't take any damage during the run
That's
fight.
I don't want to get hurt. Okay, I will like to.
It feels, for a point, it feels like regular ice.
For a moment.
I'm just telling you,
Oh,
that
okay.
it feels like regular ice when you think.
Okay, I'll try to smash it. I'll attempt.
Roll
Fuck
roll to hit for me.
No, that's real.
Object
That's
hit.
real.
Ooh.
Yeah. It'll
What?
be an unarmed strike. Unless you're using.
I would not like to use any lightning or anything in the water. I feel like.
Still like
You like shooting fish in a barrel.
Is ice conductive? I could just get everyone.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it is.
Find
But
out.
I don't think I was this.
because it needs to have some sort of something does it dissolve in it. Anyways,
Roll a hit for me.
unarmed strike. This is not going to go well, but let's see.
You're hitting a solid, unmoving object.
Yeah, but the object would still have an AC.
Would the firebolt be reasonable? Yeah, I guess it is.
Fire doesn't work well underwater.
That would make sense.
Still works, but not as well.
Cool. Well, punching it is.
Up to you.
But you can still try. Honestly,
I'm glad I punched. That's a 22 to hit.
22, nice.
22 to hit.
You
Holy
begin
shit.
to feel this chill kind of wrapping around your rib cage, and it gets a little bit choked, your breath in your throat. You look down at this, look back up, and fuck it, and you just smash down with your fist, and it shatters, and you feel yourself drop down next to what appears to be a small cube.
Could I pick it up?
Fuck yeah.
Well, no,
What
maybe
does
before I go to pick it up, what is it? Can I see it any more clearly now?
Yeah, if you're right up against it, you can see that it is it's a small cube that appears to have a deep purple in colour contained within it. It seems vast and endless, and you can see within it there appear to be small little flecks of gold that seem to just flick across the surface. It looks a little bit like you're staring into a galaxy.
I am getting pretty panicked about the cold at this point. So I do grab it and try to climb out. Pop it in my bag. Oh, maybe I won't. If I open my bag of holding underwater, does it just all? Could I drain the whole pool with my bag of holding?
Yes, I believe that does happen. Yeah. If you
Don't
open a
I was
bag.
gonna say, I think because it's like a vacuum,
Yeah.
like it would just.
Although, fun fact, you can re-summon all that water at a later date.
That's true. You can hold 500 pounds of water in a bag and then be like, oh,
It's trying to keep my goldfish.
Selectively
Tidal wave.
choose to get the water out.
I mean, it would go in with everything else you have in there. But
Portable
yes,
fire extinguisher. I might 5 and
if you had another
just
bag of
from
holding,
nothing.
you could use it to hold 500 pounds of water.
Can you then still get all the stuff that you want from the bag? Do you have anything that would be
I think it's
ruined
a
by the
pocket
water?
dimension, so you all have a lot of stuff that is now covered
Yeah.
in water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there
yeah.
anything? Is there anything that?
The Zushtar tube.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
not
just
really
like-
important.
What else is in there?
Zushtar tube, a tooth.
Yeah.
Uh,
Probably other things.
I think. Okay,
Stick
I'm
your
just gonna
hand
grab
in
it and climb out. It's not going in the bag.
Stick your hand in the bag of holding and you just come out with a wet hand. It's like, oh, I forgot I did this.
I'm just gonna grab it and climb out. It's not going in the bag. Yeah.
You pick it up, and it feels like room temperature in your hand. Feels very comfortable to hold. You begin to just ascend upwards.
Does the water around me feel any different now that I've got this in my hand, or is it still cold?
No, it feels still cold. It's just the cube itself feels warm.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna grab it. Hold it close to my chest, hopefully to keep me a little bit warm. And maybe not. I'm gonna put it in a pocket and use both my hands to climb up.
Perfect. You tug on the rope. Roll an athletics check for me with advantage.
Please don't be the way I die. Sorry, what athletics?
Advantage.
With
Advantage, because Kimberly's helping you.
Probably.
Oh, I got the advantage. That's the same roll twice. That's a 3.
Oh no.
Sure. With a 3, you try and grasp this rope, and it's just evading you, and you're really struggling here to kind of find any purchase to get out of this tunnel that you've created in the ice. This water seems to like ripple and bubble around you. Do you struggle at all? You want to try again?
I want to try again.
Okay, so I'd say round passes, that'll be your action. So I'll get you to roll another con save for me.
If things get bad, I'm just gonna open the bag of holding.
Look, you've got a fail save.
12.
A 12? Nice.
Do you still have spell slots?
I do.
You can do absorb elements again if you need to.
I think I'll be fine for the time. I might save them.
That's
in case
12 points of
Lovely.
damage.
They're still, things are still fine.
Still cooking. Still cooking.
A9 is a little bit stressful.
Good bot.
Actually,
This bot cooking.
See, other A9's gonna wake up and be like, holy fucking shit, this magical artifact is just in my possession.
you're
The
still
power
at
of the
the
sun,
bottom
the power of
of
my
this, this little pool that you've created. And you can feel yourself panicking more and more. Try again, this time just a flat roll.
That was barely a roll.
It's a 4.
Oh.
Hey, it's an improvement.
You are struggling under the
Sure.
water here, and you can see the water rippling around you. The rope kind of swings wildly from side to side for a moment. What's up?
Does it look like that Kimberly is struggling to pull the rope out?
I think we're really far
You
away.
guys
Really
are
far away?
really far away. You can't see this happening.
Never mind. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
Um,
like half an hour walk.
Oh yeah, true.
I'll
No,
get
you did
you
say that. Yeah. Please.
To roll another con save for me. And while this is happening, you watch as the rope pulls taut for a second, and then appears to stop moving.
Oh no. Oh, Kimberly don't have the strength then.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I am. So I'm rolling another con save, am I? Is it alright to cast absorb elements on this?
Yes. That will be your action.
Oh, so I can't attempt to climb as
Oh,
well.
no, sorry, it's a reaction, so yeah, you can.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's a reaction
Cool,
spell.
cool,
You
cool.
got this.
And I'll roll. If I succeed on a con save and cast absorb elements, does it half twice or is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's 23 on the con save.
You know what? I'm gonna say you won't take damage this one.
Okay. I'm gonna try to climb again.
Sure. So roll just a straight check for me.
Oh my. 5! Wait, it keeps on the fives! Joe! Oh, I used the wrong dice.
You watch as everything begins to feel like it's getting dark around your vision, like a vignette is closing in. And you can see what appears to be a shape moving above. And then you feel the water kind of up, and you watch as Kimberly is kind of diving down towards
Oh
you.
my god.
Oh wait.
Oh my god.
If you kill the NPC,
If you kill my god lady, I swear.
Wait, no, why'd you do that?
We used
Kimberly's panicking.
to be so cold on the way home.
She gets down to you at the next. She gets down to you at the next round, and you're still at the bottom, so you still have about 9 feet to go.
Did I think I'm not sure if I mentioned already, but I will like to grab the thermal cube as well.
Yeah, I assume so.
Cool.
She is going to grab your wrist. She's looking at you like she seems angry, like and she but you can see. Actually, roll an insight check for me, just quickly.
Let's see how Jack Dice does. Hey, the Jack Dice does better. That's a 14 on the inside.
With a 14, you can see she seems a bit panicked, and she's kind of frustrated. But you don't think it's at you.
Oh, okay.
So she is going to grab and then try and pull you up.
Sure.
Oh, she's frustrated with herself.
Maybe.
Probably because, yeah,
Not strong
for real,
enough.
not strong enough.
Not
You
strong
watch
enough.
as she pulls the rope and begins to kind of like try and slingshot you up above her.
Whoa.
Damn.
And you actually, I forgot to.
I need to get stronger.
Bleed it. She grabs your wrist, A9, and you see the muscles pull taut in what is usually like quite a. What she wears is usually quite long and flowing, but it seems to kind of pull around her shoulder, and you can see live muscles that kind of pull you up and slingshot you over. And you're making your way up.
We decided.
I guess
almost
it's
like you're
easier
being-
when you're in the water, right? Like things don't feel as heavy when you're in the water.
Yeah, you're being slingshot up, so you are all good to go.
I'm out, am
I'll get you to roll with advantage now.
Roll both at once, James.
The DC is lower because you're up further.
I hope so. What's
She
this?
can't throw you very far, but you.
Ah!
No.
Is it a 6?
It's a 6!
What the hell?
3, 4, 5, and a 6!
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm gonna kill us both.
Alright, so a couple of things I need to do. First of all,
You sink back down.
okay.
are cursed.
Roll another con save for me.
At least you rolled those well.
I'm saving my last spell slot.
You'll have one left.
We're about to have a long rest, so don't worry too much about it.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, but Kimberly might get hypothermia.
Jack, your dice just rolled me a 4. An 11.
You will take.
Shit.
That'd be 16 points
Good.
of damage.
It's
This
time
was-
to open the bag.
Yeah.
This was cool.
You can see
Take all the
beneath
water.
you these same bubbles kind of rising up behind you, and you feel a sudden weight push against you, and you can see Kimberly has thrown you up further, and you're kind of sinking down.
God.
I'm rolling really well on these, but really shit on con saves, so.
So
Oh no.
she might die. She might
I think Kimberly is
die.
cold resistant.
You have maybe about 3 feet to go, so the DC will be very low. And I'll get you to roll with advantage again.
She doesn't have the rope.
The rope's still tied to a tree. I can pull.
It's
Kimberly
attached
out.
to you.
It's attached
It is
to
attached
you.
to you.
Oh shit.
Oh
I can tie it and lower it back down. Why? Oh no.
Oh my god. Hang on, let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens.
I'm
No.
I'm going to. I'm gonna open the bag and just drop it.
Wait, what?
Open the bag with holding it and just drop it.
Wait, what?
Look, that way it's going to absorb all the water and hopefully.
Well, 500 pounds of it. Not all of it.
500 pounds. What's that in?
That's a lot of
500
water.
kilos, it's about 500 litres.
That's
That
like
is
half
a
a
lot
kilo.
of water. If you so you're pretty much right at the top. So it's up to you if
Oh,
you like
okay.
what you like to do.
I can no. I'm gonna try to climb out first.
Sure. Roll with advantage.
Come on, John.
Oh my god!
No way.
A natural 1 on one of them and a 10 on the other.
Okay.
Okay.
You having the momentum of Kimberly throwing you up with everything that she had. It goes like a little bit up, and then you can kind of scrabble forward, and you feel your hand touch the edge of the ledge, and you begin to like cling on there, just pulling your head above, and you can see that the rope has slackened.
I'd like to really quickly untie it and toss it back down the hole.
So that'll be your round to get up there.
Yep.
So I have another round to roll for Kimberly, so give me a second.
Sure.
Dead body for the surface.
He knows Revivify, right?
Yeah, I
Wait.
need to be there within a minute.
Wouldn't Kimberly wait,
Yeah.
wouldn't Kimberly float? A9's made of metal. A9 sinks.
But it's
Kimberly
wearing
wouldn't
armor.
sink.
Kimberly's going on.
Oh, okay, sure.
You can, with an empty bag,
Also,
you can hold
kind of-
227
you do
liters of water.
Sink anyway in water.
That's not a great deal.
That's like,
Oh, wait,
that's,
okay.
that's like 200 of these. That's
Not
not enough.
Yeah, not enough. And there's already stuff in there. Too.
Okay.
And the stuff that's
Oh,
in
yeah, the
there will
fangs. The
fuck.
fangs. are
You
right down.
see the water kind of rippling beneath, and then it goes, and it seems like there's a shape moving up towards you. What are you gonna do with your next turn?
I'm untying the rope and lowering it down.
Sure. You lower it down.
You can hold
Don't get full.
Kimberly can hold her breath for a while. You can hold your breath for like.
But
4
it's so
minutes.
cold. in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That's if the cold doesn't kill her first. Yeah.
Alright, your action is to lower the rope.
Yep.
Um,
Can I? Is that all I would be able to do in my
6 seconds.
turn?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I think I see where all my good rolls, where all the good rolls are going. I rolled
They're not
out
going
probably
to be
10
bright.
dice, and they were all
Yeah.
less than 10.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, man.
wild.
That's,
You watch as everything seems to go quiet for a second. The water stops moving. And the rope that appeared to pull taut for a second seems to slack.
Oh my god!
I have committed
And then-
manslaughter.
Oh my
god!
Water kind of spilled.
Excellent! Excellent! Fuck yes!
You can see Kimberly emerges, both hands kind of slapped onto the edge. This huge amount of water kind of comes up behind
You
her
might
as
let her
well,
cry again.
washing over the edge of this pool that you've made here. She appears to be choking on the water slightly and is kind of she pulls herself out and just kind of flops over on her back, just rolls to the side, eyes closed, just laying there for a minute, like her legs still dangling in the water.
I'm gonna scream out for Abelard.
Stop being so loud, fuck.
Yeah, you
Do I get a roll of perception
Yeah, roll a
check?
perception
And
check.
with it, if I'm allowed, I'd also like to shoot a lightning bolt straight up into the air.
Sure, you can try it, yeah.
I 30 minutes away, so.
Yeah, so...
Do we need a break for you, Lou?
Yeah, but no. It took them 30 minutes to find the center. If you
As
had
a
a
point,
flare, you could probably get there
you
pretty
can
quick.
see, A9, that Kimberly is, like, ghastly pale. It looks grey.
24 on that perception check.
You don't hear shit.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
You do see the flare, but that happens around after. So Kimberly is kind of just laying there for a second. She eventually opens her eyes and then kind of rolls to her feet. She appears to stare for you for a second, and you watch as she puts a hand over her forearm, and a little bit of colour returns to her face.
Healing herself, I pray.
Casting a spell.
Okay, so I like
Give me a second.
I think she dead already.
Let me just cast this.
I don't think that's a healing spell.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I think that is a different spell.
You can see this faint pulse of that same purple spectral energy that kind of crawls its way up Kimberly's arm and appears to settle on her chest, and colour, just a brief, she's already relatively pale, but a brief flicker of colour enters back into her face.
I'd like to drop like both the thermal stone and the other slightly like not freezing thing on
Well,
Kimberly to.
I certainly hope that was worth it. What did you find?
Oh, yeah. A9 is like clearly a little bit panicked. I've got no idea what happened.
Kimberly seems she seems exhausted, but she doesn't seem perturbed.
What sort of ETA would it be for Avalon to get there after seeing the flare?
80 minutes.
80 minutes!
Unless you're, like, if you're running, probably closer to 15, 20. But they are a long way away.
If you told people about it, Nadria would have noticed and commented as well.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I noticed it, but I don't know if the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
blue lightning bolt in the air means.
If you were gonna leave, I would follow you.
I would point it out to the party and I would just be like,
Half of them are asleep.
yeah. I was looking at everyone sleeping, I would look at the blue lightning bolt and I would just be like,
Stop panicking, I'm trying to nap.
doesn't mean anything.
A9's like a little bit too flustered to really like even start to answer that question. I'm gonna try to lift Kimberly out of the.
She's already out of the pool. She's standing up. In
I mean,
front
out
you.
of the snow. Is she lying down or standing up now?
She's standing up in
Oh,
front of
okay.
you. She like her clothes are just drenched, and her she looks like she's been submerged in water for a very long time, and this kind of vacuum of water came up with her. The water actually in the small pool that you've created itself seems to have like dropped significantly, and you see this water is kind of across the surface of the snow.
I'm so sorry. I overestimated myself. I've never. I mean, it's just climbing a rope. I don't know. I don't know what happened. The cold.
It's quite alright. It's not like I'm not used to it.
I'm not used to drowning.
Well, that is a new one. She seems relatively exhausted, but like not annoyed with you necessarily. Just kind of frustrated.
Bug.
Mosquito.
She's kind of frustrated. More with herself. You can see she's got kind of a frown, dusting her features, and the color appears to come back, but you can see that the illusion over her eye, which had remained pretty consistent across your journey with her, has completely dropped, and you can see the kind of spiral shape in her iris appears to be shifting, like contracting and expanding.
Bless you.
Out of character sneezes.
Bless you.
Out of character, bless you.
Are you okay?
Character blessing.
Well,
Break the fourth wall.
I am a bit chilly, and that was not pleasant, drowning, but, well, I appear to be intact, and as do you. I can't say that I don't have to breathe underwater, so that was a bit frustrating.
I mean,
She looks like still ill.
should
She
we call
looks
for
like
help?
she was just on the brink of drowning.
Will you be able to fix yourself? I mean, hopefully Abelard sees the lightning and hears my call.
I would prefer to tend to my own wounds, so not to worry.
Are you sure? I mean, I'm not a doctor. You really don't look too well.
I am a doctor, and I can tell you my physiology is fine.
Get schooled.
Yeah. Get fucking played.
Do you need assistance?
I mean, I'm really cold, but
She will reach out and she'll cast her last third level.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
do that.
On you.
No.
Can I try to? Do I notice trying to do this, and can I like step away or?
She's ready.
It's too late.
It's like when she touches you, she's casting it.
She
that
just goes,
is
bam, you're healed. Uh-huh. Well,
Bozo.
so
I got you first.
22 points of
Oh,
healing back to you.
Two wins.
Get on my way.
Well, I believe we should inspect this object, and she kind of lifts it up towards you and passes it back.
Can I? Yeah, it's on. Can I ascertain whether or not it's magical?
Roll an Arcana check.
It's another point of action. Don't fucking.
I'm collecting them all and putting it in a bag.
Pokemon.
Well,
Gotta collect them. Oops.
only one's in a bag. Everyone's got the other one.
As you're doing this, Kimberly is going to gather up the rope.
That's a 24.
Nice.
I'm
I
turning
feel
a
like
dice on
I
that.
feel like this is a more This feels more significant than a point of accent, if I'm being honest.
I hope I haven't just done something awful and smashed up some sacred site.
Before you can see this cube itself. Hang on, give you a little secret. This cube appears to be a miniature galaxy inside, in an array of golden hues. Ribbons of deep, rich purple stardust are splashed across it, and brass-coloured stars twinkle from within the surprising depth of this cube.
Is this a point of accent that would take us to like...
Gazing into it reveals a seemingly endless expanse of universe, a small snippet of the sky above. Brilliant, bright white shooting stars zip through it, dodging asteroid belts on the edge of a nebula. Gently twinkling star, brighter than the others, appears to flare in and out. Everything appears to move within it on its own. You, to your knowledge, examine this and can see that it appears to definitely be magical, but it does not appear to be anything that you've seen before. You get the sense that this is a very old artifact.
I mean, I've got no idea what it is. It's far beyond my capabilities or the capabilities of anyone I've ever met. This thing looks ancient.
Curious.
Does Kimberly look like she
You
knows?
can roll an insight check.
Oh, a 21. I don't know why I rolled on the computer. but I do.
She seems to have a theory.
Do you have any ideas?
I might have some. Shall we? And begins to just walk off in the direction of where the camp was. I had thought them all relatively under wraps with the kingdom. But I believe this appears to be, well, it couldn't be, I suppose. No, I think I'm reaching. And that is where we're going to take our break.
You
Oh.
almost died.
You guys have fun.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
James,
I
that
don't
was,
think
that
we
was
had
fucking
fun.
sick, dude. That was
That
fucking sick.
that
Well
was
done. Well done. That was fucking
so
awesome on
cool.
your part.
I
Well
almost
done,
killed
mate.
someone. Don't praise this man.
Yeah, but that was awesome roleplay.
Incredible.
It's crazy.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
don't know how you
that's-
thought of all of this
What the
shit.
fuck?
Yeah, how did
Like,
When
we
the
could've
bait,
walked
you
straight
baited
to
us.
that.
yeah.
You baited us good. God fucking damn it.
That was the best. God, that was so tip top D&D moments
Okay,
right there.
break,
Thank you.
break.
We
Yeah, break.
are going to go to break. We hope you guys had a lot of
Sorry.
fun watching as well. It seems like we all had fun at the table too. Maybe not Leo. Leo's traumatized.
Trauma.
More. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this first part of our session. For everybody on Twitch, we will see you guys in just a little bit. For everybody on YouTube, we will see you guys in the next part. It is always a pleasure and never a chore to DM for you. Much love to you, and we will see you next time. Goodbye for now.
Go follow our shit.